Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have it douse, not what I'm about, have your f***ing cloud, it be raining now. I keep making sound, go another round, I'm legend bound, can't stop me now.
Good evening, BENXT Universe. Hello, PlayStation Nation. Are you standing by?
Hello, PlayStation Nation.
Can confirm. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to BENXT. It is Elimination Chamber time. I have done a fair bit of tinkering this week. I can't wait to catch you up on all of it. I have created the VODs Championship that I showed last week on stream that Peter Austin, myself, and Mikey will compete for at some point soon. Absolutely. Happy Thanksgiving Eve to our American contingent of viewers. Hope you've all got wonderful plans, or not. Sometimes the lack of plans is a good thing as well. Happy Thanksgiving.
How are you? How was your day? It's Ben Potter PlayStation Nation BENXT stream time. Best time of the week. Hope you're having an awesome day, my dude.
Stephen, thank you for the bits and the kind words, and thank you Techi Weo as well for the bits there too. Yes, I'll be live tomorrow on Thanksgiving. I appreciate that our American viewers will likely be otherwise engaged, but we will be finishing off Batman Arkham Knight tomorrow morning. Regardless, today is a big day. I have planned out the field for the 2 Elimination Chamber matches. I have been working in a spreadsheet this week to make sure it's all sorted. I have put together the rough running order for WalrusMania, which is it's the biggest pay-per-view of the year that comes after Elimination Chamber in a few weeks' time. We have 2, not 1, but 2 tournaments, by which I mean tournaments, of course, to crown a #1 contender for the BENXT Wide and the the Pip Down Butterfield Title Championship. So those #1 contenders will face off against the champion at WalrusMania. We may crown a new one there. In fact, should we have a look at those now? I'm going to do it. Let's have a look at the brackets for the wide tournament. This will begin as soon as Elimination Chamber concludes. We may not get to it this week, but we will certainly be getting to it next week. Here are the brackets. The first week, round 1, it's Emma the Bear, Begimops, and Les Freaking Go in a triple threat match. The winner, of course, advances to the final, and that will be a fatal 4-way to crown the #1 contender. Week 3, by which I mean the second week of the tournament, Sloane Spencer, Fanny Craddock, and Dirty Dominic Pisterio go head to head. And then, we're still not done. We've got oh no, I've gone the wrong way actually. Ignore me. Have I completely confused myself here? Yes, I have. No, next, we've got Ashton Matthews. I believe that is, oh God, why did I just put Piss? That's not helpful, is it? I think that's Alexa Piss. And German Cheggers. We've got 2 Cheggers. I've confused myself again. I will make this a bit more clear for next time. And then the final bracket is Seth Piss and Rollins, Nathan Cake, and the last choice is Blocking My View. Thank you very much for the resub. I'll get to it in a second. Pippa Funnel, there we are. And of course, the winners of those 3 triple threat matches will face off in a fatal 4-way, and then we will have a #1 contender to face the champion at WalrusMania. The same thing is happening over on the Pip Down side of things, in which the #1 contender for the Butterfield Championship Championship will be decided. And those brackets are as follows. Lord Brotovich, Sparkles and Chab, Pufferfish, Piss Stratus and the Winkler, Gollum, Paul Schnauzer and Commander Piss, and Meatface, Ex-Budden and Jackanism. A ridiculous sequence of words there, but we will find ourselves a #1 contender on both sides. Lord Brotovich desperate to get back his championship that he feels like he never should have lost. But we'll see how he does in this tournament, won't we? We'll see. So we've got those 2 tournaments to look forward to. That will bridge the gap between Elimination Chamber and, of course, WalrusMania. Now, tonight, the Elimination Chamber. I feel like maybe I haven't explained what this is for people who don't know, who aren't fully clued up. Allow me to fill you in. I'm sure it'll tell us in-game anyway. But basically, it's a massive steel structure. You're not allowed to leave it. 2 competitors start in the ring, and 4 others are locked in pods. Now, it'll be completely random at which order anyone comes out of those pods, and in fact, who is actually starting the match off. It'll be completely random. But it is literally a last person standing match. So you need to beat everybody else and be the last person in there. Pinfall or submission applies, and that will decide our remaining number 1 contenders for the World Championships that haven't been decided yet. Do they kiss after they come out? Yes, that is a promise. I promise that will happen. So, of course, we have crowned 2 number 1 contenders off the back of the Royal Rumble. James Jenkins will be challenging for the BENXT Men's Championship in the main event of WalrusMania, and Biker Barbara Pierce will be challenging for the Pip Down Women's Championship at WalrusMania. That leaves the BENXT Women's Championship and the Pip Down Men's Championship left to decide a number 1 contender for. So both of those divisions will be in action in the Elimination Chamber. You keeping up? You better be, because it's coming at you thick and fast. Really thick, actually. Too thick, to be honest. But that is the gist. We've done all sorts of planning this week, and we're ready to crack on. So I hope you've got those BENXT bucks. I hope you're ready to predict alongside the action tonight. I believe we have maybe 1 or 2 matches remaining on the penultimate Pip Down before the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. But as soon as those are out of the way, we're ready to fucking rock and roll. Let me bloody tell you. The Last Choice, thank you so much for the resub. 7 months, it's too cold to come up with a witty message. It is. I am under the blanket. I am under the blanket. It's cold in this house. Also, Calbato, thank you for the resub. 4 months. And Benson Boy 98, thank you for the resub as well. 7 months. German suplex for grandma? Nah, German suplex is for everyone. Goddamn right. Goddamn right. I just missed the gist. What's the gist of the gist? The gist is your boy's been doing loads of planning and he's excited about spreadsheets. And there's no concise way to convey excitement for spreadsheets. So I went on a long-winded, confusing explanation. We've got tournaments coming up. We've got Elimination Chamber coming up. We've got the BENXT Wide Championship is undergoing a bit of a redesign at the moment, courtesy of Danji's Designs. We're just waiting on a last tweak to the design, and then that will be ready to be unveiled. But one thing I can unveil to you now is the beautiful Vidiots Championship. Let's take a look at that bad boy. Wow. I'm actually quite proud of that, because while it is true that I have access to all of the assets on my computer, that being the logos and so on, the V in the middle with the white strip on it, I sort of had to eyeball that, and so while it doesn't completely fit the edges of the front plate, I think it's still pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. This was I believe the idea of BTJ last week, that the Vidiots Championship should be defended in a triple threat match between Peter, Mikey, and Ben Potter, no relation. And that's exactly what we're going to do. I don't know when we're going to do it. It'll likely be probably at some point next month to coincide with the final reunion stream and the final episode of Podiots. So that is going to be up for grabs. One of them, not me, no relation, is going to get their stinky mitts on that. At WalrusMania? We could do it at WalrusMania. We could have the Vidiots match at WalrusMania. In fact, I will note that down. I've got the... It's like when people take sort of a blurry photo of the plans for WrestleMania this year, just off a whiteboard. That's what if you could see what I'm looking at right now, you'd lose your bloody minds, let me tell you. Let me just put this in here. Vidiots Champ match. There we go. It's on the running order. It's on the bloody running order. WalrusMania Night 2 main event? No. That's already decided. The winners of the Royal Rumbles are definitely going to be main eventers because that was the whole point. So night 1, I'll tell you this much, is currently slated for James Jenkins to challenge for the BENXT Men's Championship. And night 2 will be Biker Barbara Pierce challenging for the Pip Down Women's Championship. So it's going to be good. It's going to be stacked. It's going to be thick. There's no way we're getting through all those matches in one stream. But that's not the point. Because first we need to get through the Elimination Chamber. So why don't we hop over there and we crack on with that, shall we? Narugan, thank you very much for the resub. 6 months. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. And welcome everybody who's just arrived as well. Good evening to you all. I hope you're keeping warm and I hope you're prepared. I hope you've been keeping those streaks alive there. I saw a few going in the chat there. Let's have a look. Let's see if I can find one of these. A 20 stream streak for Dr. Goblin. Plus 450 BENXT bucks to wager tonight. That's pretty good. That's pretty bloody good. You could wager all of those in one go. I wouldn't, though. You got to save them up. Save them up. Don't blow it all at once. So, when I press circle, you are actually going to see the redesigned wide title, but it's not finished yet. So I'm going to deny you that. Sorry, you're not allowed. Now you can look. See, there's nothing to look at now. Nothing to look at for you. I'm wagering my whole 134,000 on one result. Bloody hell. When is WalrusMania? I'll put it in my calendar. I don't know. It could be 2 weeks' time. It could be 3 weeks' time. I'll show you what the calendar looks like. Don't you love looking at fake calendars in video games? So obviously here's Elimination Chamber. This is when the first, second, third, and fourth rounds of the tournament will happen, and then the tournament finals will be happening on this BENXT and this Pip Down, with the winners challenging at WalrusMania, and that's WalrusMania, so we got a few weeks to go before we get there. And then the whole circus begins again. Oh, we're not allowed to. We have to go through the whole year before it lets us do it again, but we've nearly gone through a whole year of BENXT, which is mad. Anyway, tonight, we've still got a little bit left to go. We've got Jill Sandwich versus the Winkler to kick things off. And in the main event is Piss Jericho versus Red Thunderman. It's a promo, actually. It's just a promo. Their rivalry's growing hotter and hotter. And I believe this may well result in Piss Jericho challenging the Red Thunderman for his Pip Down Men's Championship, which is pretty dicey given that we're just a few weeks away from WalrusMania. Whoever wins the title or walks out as champion at the end of Elimination Chamber may well be the one who walks into WalrusMania as champion and has to fend off whoever wins the Elimination Chamber match tomorrow. So, are you going to have an Andre the Giant Battle Royal equivalent for everyone that doesn't make it onto WalrusMania? Well, as far as I'm concerned, basically the entire roster is going to have a fair shot at being at WalrusMania, in that most of them are in the wide or Butterfield championship divisions, and they'll have all been in a tournament. So if they really wanted to be at WalrusMania, they'd win the tournament, right? They'd just win the tournament. Everyone in the main event scene gets a chance tonight at the Elimination Chamber. This is a last chance to qualify for WalrusMania, and we may or may not have the Aldi Red Thunder and Little Kong Strong championships on the line at WalrusMania in a slightly expanded match in both cases, and also perhaps those tag team titles are dangling from a ladder, the top above a ladder, and maybe a few tag teams have to vie for the tag titles as well. So everyone's going to get a chance of being involved. That's the equivalent of my Andre the Giant Battle Royal. So there we go. Right, let's continue the show. Our first match then, eventually, will be the Butterfield championship title champion Jill Sandwich taking on the Winkler. Predictions will hopefully be live in but a short moment, and we can get the gambling underway. Not gambling, of course. That's not true. Simply hasn't happened. We're predicting here. Right, I've got my music set up. Have you had any spice bag withdrawal symptoms yet, Ben? No, I haven't. And I think it's honestly because I was so full afterwards that I haven't really wanted to eat all that much since. So I definitely have another one. But I'm in no rush. Next time I'm in Ireland, I'll definitely have one for sure. Will there be a mad multi-person ladder match at WalrusMania? Scuff Jericho, as I just said. The tag team titles. I think that's what's going to happen. Right, first prediction is live. Let's get those channel points wagering. Who's going to win, Jill Sandwich or the Winkler? Another thing I put on my spreadsheet this week is I did my very best to track who has held which championship however many times. On her first reign, of course, is Jill Sandwich. She is the second champion or the second person to hold the Butterfield championship title. Beat Lord Brotovich. And he's never quite been the same since, has he? Not quite the same since. Right, let's go. 1 minute left to get those channel points wagered. Banana Milk 87, thank you so much for the resub. 7 months, really appreciate it. We do. Yeah, he's still not getting the name of the championship quite right, but it's close enough. It's close enough. Here she is. Only the second person to hold that sacred piece of gold, sponsored, of course, by Butterfield Enterprises. He's not even on the right show to even win that thing himself. It's a particularly Butterfield move. And currently she's the odds-on favourite to face the Winkler, but the Winkler, when we've seen him in action, is quite the powerhouse. And if Jill cannot string together a decent onslaught of offense early on, this man is going to punch her clean out of her sandwich, and that is not good. The Winkler, with his eyeballs poking slightly out of his eyelids. It's upsetting. It's not normal. But that's why we love him? Question, do we? That's why he's here. And that cannot be denied. The champion is ready. Of course, this is a non-title match to kick things off here. And we're underway. And immediately, this is what I was talking about. The power of the Winkler, able to strike first. Big haymaker, and then he sends Jill Sandwich into the corner. And now Sandwich first. And a clubbing forearm. 2 clubbing forearms to the back of the club sandwich, and then a massive splash for good measure. Well, that was weird. Looked like his knee gave way. Oh, and here we go. Really just swinging from the hip here, and then, sidewinder suplex there, and directly into the cover. This isn't going to do it, of course, but it's sort of humiliation. Get in the head of your opponent, and also the effort expended to have to kick out as well has got to be tiring too. Always thought the Winkler looks eerily like Henry Cavill, but German. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Yeah, kind of, I suppose. Oh, my goodness me. And it's been all Winkler so far. What's he calling for here? Oh, bloody hell. Oh, my God, he just kicked her head right off her shoulders and immediately into a German suplex position, but the big German not going for it. And now, oh, going to work on that knee. And the Winkler has given absolutely no opportunity for Jill Sandwich to get offense in, and she's going to make her own opportunity now with a timely counter. Sends the big German into the ropes directly into the referee, but Jill Sandwich was there to capitalise. Oh, and a headbutt to the back of the head. Ben, are you planning to do a Jeff stream? I am indeed. I have just signed up to be a co-streamer for the Game Awards. It's going to be a busy flipping few hours for us because Peter Austin has officially signed on to join me, which is exciting. The Game Awards is, I think, at about 1 a.m. on Friday morning. And then at 7 p.m. on Friday evening, it will be the Vidiots reunion stream. So we're going to feel a bit fucking weird. But it'll be good. It'll be a good time. Looking forward to it. The Winkler back in control now. Forging his way towards his signature maneuver. The blue bar nearly full now. I am blocking all of it. Spring. I mean, that's just, quite frankly, I'm glad that missed because he shouldn't be allowed to do that. It's like bees being able to fly. It's not right. They're too big. Stop it. Kick out at 1 there. The Winkler does have his signature, but Jill is in control and she's close to her signature too. We can bet how many awards Claire Bonjour is going to win. Yes, we can. We can. All of them? I think so. We did this last year and the crash was so hard and on video. Yeah, it was. It was. I remember. It just so happened to line up perfectly and it's happened again. So that's what we're going to do. The Winkler. Oh, there's press. That's what I was going to call it too. And now the Butterfield champion starting to roll. Oh, but a timely counter. A big slap from the big German and Lord who? Sorry, the Winkler. That's the other German one. The Winkler has himself a signature. Scoop slam, and the Winkler could be looking to do it now. In the drop zone is Jill Sandwich. He's calling for it. Jill, groggily to her feet. Oh my goodness me, he just launches himself into the champion. And it could be the biggest win of the Winkler's career if he's able to put her away here. Not quite. Not quite. This would be considered an upset, certainly as far as the predictions are going. 80% of channel points wagered. Oh my goodness me. I think he's doing it. No, that was his finisher. That was the Winkler's finisher. I believe the Winkler is about to upset the BENXT universe here, or the Pip Down universe, I should say. The Winkler has pinned the champion. Revenge, albeit perhaps in passing, on behalf of his good friend Lord Brotovich, whom was beated for the championship. And we're off to a bad start for the BENXT Bucks predictors in the audience, as this was just the Winkler show. I did warn you. He's a powerhouse. Once he gets rolling, he's difficult to stop. He's a big man with a lot of power. And the Winkler successfully pinning the Butterfield title champion. Non-title match, of course, but this will be good for the Winkler, especially going into that tournament, which begins next week. And where is he in that tournament? Let me find my tournament brackets. He is, in fact, I have it on screen. I can put it on screen. Tournament on screen, he says, as he slowly scrolls up to it. Tournament on screen. He competes in the second week of the tournament. Yes, I am reading that correctly. It's just weird it doesn't start on the first week of February, which is throwing me off. The second week of the tournament, the Winkler goes head-to-head with Piss Stratus and the Pufferfish, and if he wins there, he qualifies for the Fatal 4-Way to decide the number one contender. Quite frankly, after that victory, he probably should just get a bye and go straight into the Fatal 4-Way, but that's not how we're doing it. That is not how we are doing it. Good. It's a good match. Also, I have to apologise in advance. There will be no appearances from Pippa the Cat today. She is on holiday this week. She's taking a well-earned break after losing her championship. God, was it this week? No, she didn't. Okay, it was the previous week. After losing her championship on last week's stream, she's gone to her private home in the mountains where she can recharge, and she'll be back better than ever. She's carried this brand on her furry back, except she only defended her title like twice. But that's not the point. So she may even skip out on WalrusMania as well, which will be sad because she's put in so much. She's been such a fixture of BENXT and Pip Down this past year that we'd love to see her perform at WalrusMania, but she needs some time. She needs some time to recover. Her private home in the mountains on her private island, exactly. Yes, exactly. Well, it's main event time. This is not a match. We've got to get through this promo, and then it's time for the Elimination Chamber. Let's see what they've got to say to each other then. Piss Jericho and Red Thunder Man. I'm sure it will be riveting. It usually is, right? Find my music. Find my music. There it is. Let's go. Oh.
The challenger has something to say.
Piss Jericho is here. Microphone in hand. Does he have some words for the champion? I assume that he does. You know what, Red Thunder Man? I think that you aren't actually all that red. So if you really are, maybe you should come out here and show me. Go on, Red Thunder Man, please show up. He's here. the Pip Down Men's Champion. The inaugural and only Pip Down Men's Champion. Nice to see you, Piss Jericho. I'm amazed that you could fit your big stupid haircut through the ropes there to even get in the ring. Yeah. Yeah, well, I actually, I put some olive oil on it and I slipped right between those ropes. It wasn't a problem for me. I want your championship and I want it now. No. Well, that's pretty villainous on the part of good guy Pip Down Men's Champion Red Thunder Man. He's just walking out. He's not interested. Fantastic promo there. Really good way to main event Pip Down, especially as it was, as they call it in the business, the go-home show for a huge pay-per-view. You expect combustible elements. You expect all the different participants, maybe in the Elimination Chamber match, to brawl, building tension and excitement ahead of Elimination Chamber. But no. Sent the crowd home happy. Hey, I want a match with you. No. Finn. Roll credits. Incredible. I know I'm buying the pay-per-view. I'm going to be watching it for sure. Intrigue. A brilliant piece of promotional material indeed. Okay. Let's get to the chamber. We're going to have to do some customizing of this here show because I have got the entrance prepared, as I said, for the Elimination Chamber. We're in Perth, by the way. Hello, Australia. BENXT is in your city. That is not correct. Do not get excited. That's not right. I need to change that. A lot of those participants are not actually in the correct division to even compete. So we're going to start it off with the women's. Oh my god, he gets his shot. If Lord Brotovich beats Jill Sandwich, then Jill Sandwich will enter the tournament, and Lord Brotovich, with German Cheggers in his corner, Lord Brotovich may well be the one who walks into WalrusMania as champion. Wet Boy and Pao Musek take on Dr. Anal Hill and Silas the Dog Boy in tag team action. The Fisher-Price car with the, I think it's the Pip Down Women's Champion. The Chevrolet Matiz takes on Neil Buchanan for some reason. Piss Jericho with Pistion Cage in his corner challenges the Red Thunder Man for the Pip Down Men's Championship. Carla and Santina Morella go one-on-one with Los Poki Hermanas. Funky Barbara Piss looks to conclude her rivalry with Seth Pissin Rollins. Grimace again challenges for the BENXT Women's Championship against Panela Anderson. And the main event is the men's Elimination Chamber, so we do need to customize some of these and flip them all about. One thing that's slightly concerning is that Grimace will be in the Elimination Chamber. If she wins that, and then if she wins the Elimination Chamber, we can't have her challenge for the Women's Championship tonight. That's not how that works. We can't be doing that. So let's do some admin, shall we? Hey there, Ben and all. Ben, did you watch any Full Gear at all? I did not. I've not had any time, and I don't watch AEW either. Some of those matches were nuts, or awesome, or nuts, and awesome, especially Stat and Mercedes and Mark versus Carl. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm sure it was a fantastic show. Okay, customized participants entering the Women's Elimination Chamber match is, as I slowly delete everyone from it, is Grimace is the first one. By which I mean they're coming in randomly, so we do not know who's coming in where. The next participant is Anne Horse. These are 1 win, 7 losses. She's entering the chamber. These are all people from the World Championship division in BENXT. That is why they have been chosen. The top performers in the division. Again, 1 win, 7 losses. Perfect. Miss This Legs enters the chamber. Next up, Hannah Montana. Also, tag team partner of the new Pip Down Women's Champion, the Chevrolet Matiz. It's the Fisher-Price car. Imagine if the Fisher-Price car won tonight. Those cars would be on top of the world. And final entrant is, of course, who else could it be? Pulling double duty tonight.
Full Gear featured the line he stepped a fork into a money. So it's instantly an all-time classic and must-watch for all nipple enthusiasts.
Well, I'll take your word for it. I mean, it does sound excellent, though. He stabbed a fork into a man's nipple. Wrestling is art. Thank you, Narugan, for the bits there. Very generous. Appreciate it. And Funky Barbara Piss also in the Elimination Chamber. So that is the field for that one. And then, eventually, we've got these guys in a normal match. I feel like these guys can have a normal match. Let's fuck about with this slightly. Let's make it a pay-per-view worthy match. Let's stick them in an... I want to see an Extreme Rules match between these guys. That's what I would like. Save that. And then these guys can have a normal match. These two, I don't want to watch 2 tag matches if I can help it. So we are going to make this match a tables match. It could be over within seconds. Who's to know? Not us. Not yet, anyway. There we go. That's done. These two can have their rivalry match, I think, in the underground. Or have I already done an... No, I haven't done an underground match. These guys can have an underground match. This is going to be a knockout match only. This way we can settle this thing once and for all. Knockout or submission only. Funky Barbara Piss will have competed inside the Elimination Chamber earlier in the night. That's going to be tough for her. 2 grueling matches in one night. Thankfully, though, damage doesn't carry over between matches, so that's good. Grimace challenges Panela Anderson. That's fine. And then we just need to customize the participants for the main event match between the Mans. Actually, I do think Simon Miller is in it. And so is Brian Michael Bendis. Hang on. Let's see who we got. Brian Michael Bendis is in. Also, in the men's Elimination Chamber match is Rules Boss. Also in the Elimination Chamber match is Simon Miller. Also in the Elimination Chamber match is everyone's favourite. Everyone's favourite. It's Disco Gary. Also in the Elimination Chamber match is everyone's favourite. It's Danny DeVito. And also in the Elimination Chamber match is everyone's favourite, the Grandma Suplexer himself, Blocky Leon Kennedy. And that is your card for Elimination Chamber. What a night of action. Let's give that a save. So let's run through this one final time. Up first, the Elimination Chamber to decide who will challenge for the BENXT Women's Championship at WalrusMania is Grimace, Ann Horse, Miss This Legs, Hannah Montana, Fisher Price Car, and Funky Barbara Piss. Then we've got Lord Brotovich trying to reclaim his Butterfield title championship title belt. Wet Boy and Pal Musek take on the frightening team of Dr. Anal Hill and Silas the Dog Boy. We do get to hear their entire entrance music. How exciting. Fisher Price Car takes on Neil Buchanan in an Extreme Rules match. Piss Jericho challenges the Red Thunderman for the Pip Down Men's Championship. Carla and Santina Morella take on Judas and Deronk in a 2-on-2 tables tag match. Seth Piss and Rollins goes underground against Funky Barbara Piss to settle their rivalry. Grimace challenges Panela Anderson for her BENXT Women's Championship, and in the main event to decide the number 1 contender for the Pip Down Men's Championship at WalrusMania, we have Brian Michael Bendis, Rules Boss, Simon Miller, Disco Gary, Danny DeVito, and Leon Skennedy. Let's start the show. So, slightly complicated predictions here. We have 6 outcomes, 6 potential winners. The predictions will be live in just a moment, but they will not be displayed on screen. Again, say it with me. My prediction software does not let me display more than 2 outcomes on the stream, but you will be able to see it in the chat. Okay? Are we clear? Who do you think's going to do it? Who is going to WalrusMania? Do we need to remember to switch entrances back on after the underground match? Are there no entrances in the underground matches? That might be what's broken it for us before. Well spotted. Hopefully, I will remember. Predictions are now live. Who's going to WalrusMania? Remember, if Grimace wins this, she is not challenging Panela Anderson later in the night. We'll make that a battle royal for the Aldi Red Thunder Championship. That's what we're going to do. My prediction software does not allow me to show more than 2 outcomes on screen. T-shirt when? You stop it. You stop it. Okay, let's have a look at the predictions. We are nearly halfway through. 12,000 for Grimace, 3,500 for Ann Horse, 15,000 for Miss This Legs, 4,000 for Hannah Montana, 7,000 for Fisher Price Cart, and currently nearly 11,000, or just over 11,000 for Funky Barbara Piss. Currently the odds-on favourite is Miss This Legs, which is interesting. Half your time remaining. We're going to crack on with the entrances now. Let's get going, everyone. Let's get going. The Elimination Chamber begins once it's finished loading. Begins now. We might get an explanation of how this works as well. Wow. Look at this place. And there is the Elimination Chamber. Oh no, we've got double music. Crikey, we've got double Barbara. Hello Raiders, welcome. Thank you so much. Sam and Ross. I hope you guys have enjoyed the WCPW watch along. Welcome in. We're getting an explanation about how the Elimination Chamber works. But the raid happened at the perfect time. It's Elimination Chamber time, everyone. It would appear that Funky Barbara is going in one of the pods. I took my photo for the running order for the music, and then it didn't even matter because it's all random, isn't it? So I'm going to have to react on the fly. Who's this? Is this Miss This Legs? Who is it? 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 I don't know who this is from their video alone. It is. It's Legs. GY Goliath, thank you so much for the resub. 7 months. Thank you. Welcome in, Raiders. I'm Ben. We're doing a BENXT stream tonight. You can tell from my really cool hat. Playing WWE 2K25. And we're doing an Elimination Chamber match to decide who is challenging for one of our World Championships at the upcoming WalrusMania. That's right. Legs, it would appear, is also going in the pod. So to give you a brief overview of how this works, 2 people start in the middle of the ring, and then, much like the Royal Rumble, after an allotted amount of time passes, one of the pods will open at random and another person is released into the match. So it's kind of chaos. Right. Who else is joining? I assume the last 2 people to come out will be the ones who are starting the match. 2 pods filled, 2 more remaining. Oh, I believe this is Hannah. Hannah Montana enters her first Elimination Chamber match. It's just like the Royal Rumble all over again. I get to say that for everyone. Her first Elimination Chamber match. Hannah Montana. Andrew and Joanne were telling us how much they loved having Pippa over. I know. Yeah.
And I like when numbers go up.
Narugan, thank you so much. We just hit our bits goal. Incredible. Thank you very much indeed. Big milestone. Appreciate it. Yeah, Andrew and Joanne were fantastic foster parents for Pippa while we were away. We've arranged the next date that she's going over as well. Pippa will be staying with them over Christmas too, which is nice. So she's looking forward to that. I've spoken to Pippa and she said, I'm looking forward to that. Their flat is warm and they play with me all day. So, Hannah Montana enters her pod. One pod remains. Much like the Royal Rumble, you don't want to start at the beginning because it's much harder for you to go the distance. So, who gets that coveted 4th pod spot? I don't know. It's a bad angle. Oh, it's the Fisher-Price car. Her tag team partner, the Chevrolet Matisse. Speaking of Pippa, Chevrolet Matisse successfully dethroning Pippa the Cat as Pip Down Women's Champion just last week. And the Fisher-Price car actually helped out. Definitely affected the outcome of that match. And that means, I believe, that Ann Horse and... who else have we got in here? It'll be Ann Horse and Grimace who will be starting this match. All I got to say is good luck, Ann Horse. Because Grimace could... This match starts immediately. There's nothing stopping from Grimace from just wiping people out as they make their entrance. I believe this is our Grim Grim. Is this Grim Grim? I'm taking a swing. It is. It's Grimace. Now, by some politicking or twist of fate, I'm not entirely sure what, Grimace is challenging for the Pip Down, or the BENXT Women's Championship, I should say, sorry, later this evening. If she wins this Elimination Chamber match, we will remove her from that match because the winner of the Elimination Chamber match challenges for that title at WalrusMania. So she can't bloody do that, can she? That's not right. It's not how this works. That means we have one entrant left, and that is the Horse. I said that is the Horse. There she is. There's Ann Horse.
Love me some BENXT.
Number 27, thank you very much for the bits. I appreciate that. And I'm glad you enjoy it. I love these streams and I love putting them together. I find it really fun and it means an awful lot that it resonates with so many of you as well. Ann Horse, the final entrant. I don't suppose we could get a final predictions counter from one of the mods, could we? Because I didn't quite see where we settled on the end there. But I think it's time, everyone. Here we go. You see the 4 additional members of this match waiting in their pods. Oh, and it's Ann Horse who drops Grimace early on. Now, the danger here, of course, is that you cannot escape the Elimination Chamber. You can climb up on top of the pods. You can throw people into the pods. You can throw people into the steel chain link fence at ringside. You can also slam people down on that metal grill that is also at the same height as the ring. It's a very unique match. And something we've never done before on BENXT. It's always an interesting time of year. Love a good gimmick match. I do. Grimace, 20%. Ann Horse, 28% for Ann Horse. Maybe people think she's the underdog.
I downloaded and subjected myself to this game's universe mode because of these streams.
Bartending Gamer, thank you very much for the bit. I'm glad. That's really cool. I hope you're liking it. And here we go. A third person is about to enter the match. Who is it? Who's it going to be? It's Legs. Legs has entered the match. Okay, so Grimace 20%, Ann Horse 28%, Legs 17%, Hannah 9%, Fisher-Price Car 11%, and Babs 15%. Thank you, Traveling Badger, for that. So there we go. That's where we are. Also, I forgot to say, oh, quick roll up there on Grimace. Now, of course, we're probably going to end up seeing this happen anyway because the AI is stupid, but there is no reason for any of these people to break up a pin or a submission. It's an elimination match, i.e., if someone hits someone with a finisher and pins them, why would you break it up? That's one less person you have to deal with. AI is stupid though, so they could well do that. What was I going to say? Oh yes, I don't know why I haven't done it already, but I have uploaded all of the current BENXT and Pit Down Championship designs to the community creations now. So if you want to download those, you can search BENXT, the keyword, and you should be able to find it. Here comes Hannah Montana. We've got 4 people in this match now, and Horse has taken an absolute battering so far. I'm looking at your merch, the fucking Cheeky Ben swimsuit. Would you consider doing a BENXT beanie? Ah, yes. I think someone's answered you there. I did. I listed it, and someone bought it as well, and then Streamlabs emailed me and said, we can't, like the lines on the design are too small, so they couldn't embroider it. And they sent over like a revised version. They tried to help. They said, but we could do this, but it doesn't. It's like it's all thick lines and it doesn't look right. And I wouldn't want to sell that. Unfortunately, it's a shame. Okay. God, they're coming out. They're coming out really fast. And Horse is climbing up the side of the cage. Oh my goodness me! Crossbody onto Grimace. And we're down to 2 left in the pods. Who gets the coveted final spot? Oh, and it's going to go to Barbara. Barbara will be the final person in this match. And in comes the Fisher-Price car kick out by Hannah Montana. And we've got 5 people in this match now. And Horse taking it to Grimace on that steel grate there on the outside. The rest of the participants in the ring currently. Oh, and missed this leg, sorry. Sent over the top rope, tumbling out. If only you knew someone who did embroidery designs that could help you make one that works. Is that enough? I would be very interested in that assistance if that's possible. Because Streamlabs didn't give me a solution. They didn't tell me what I could do to make it work. They just said it won't work. Okay, 6 seconds until everyone is in this match. Missed this leg's very close to a signature. And Horse has taken the most damage so far, and in comes Funky Barbara Pierce. And it looked like Hannah Montana just bounced off Missed This Legs and Grimace there. And Grimace planting the Fisher-Price car. Sends the Fisher-Price car into the ropes, then the Fisher-Price car goes tumbling over the top. Grimace manages to roll under the leg strikes of Legs, and Grimace sent over the top rope there. And there goes Legs as well. Everyone's getting sent for a ride. Grimace and Legs down on the outside. And Horse swinging now. Oh, neck breaker. Very nice to Funky Barbara. And suplex to Barbara. Fisher-Price car puts Hannah face first on that. Oh my goodness me. Slamming Legs down and Grimace into the cover on the outside. Oh, and a kick out. Legs is still in it. Legs is still in it. Hi, Patrick. How you doing? Good evening. And now Grimace. I think she's hitting her signature. Massive power. That was her finisher, actually. Massive powerbomb. I think it's good night for Legs. Oh, and Legs hangs on. Legs hangs on by her toe tips there. That's awful. Don't say toe tips. You can't be doing that. And the gorilla press from Grimace to Legs inside the ring. The action thick and fast. Thick and wide and fast. Funky Barbara sent over the top rope. Hannah Montana drops Ann Horse, but gets immediately intercepted by the Fisher-Price car. Funky Barbara back to her feet. Climbs back into the ring. Grimace still punishing Legs on the outside. Legs, though, able to counter and get up, but walks straight back into... Oh, no, and sent into the pod by... Oh, no, they managed to squeeze between the pod and the turnbuckle there. That was weird. Oh... Electric chair drop there. And now Grimace is going to the top rope. This is surely not territory. Oh my goodness, she's comfortable with, but she nails that crossbody into the cover again. And Legs is out. I'm so sorry those of you who backed Legs in this one, but Legs has been eliminated. She will slowly, gingerly make her way to the exit now, where she will be removed from the matchup. And Ann Horse into a very athletic cover on Hannah Montana, but she manages to kick out. Grimace turning her attention to Funky Barbara. These guys had some fierce rivalries at the very beginning of BENXT. Funky Barbara in a long old feud with Grimace when Grimace was the BENXT Women's Champion, and Grimace came out on top all the time. It wasn't even close. But Grimace, as we've seen in recent weeks, has been on a bit of a poor run of form. She did have a pretty dominant win last week, which is perhaps just the momentum she needed. And I believe Funky Barbara is going for the Jinkle Jam here as Ann Horse looks to eliminate Hannah Montana. Hannah Montana's gone. And Funky Barbara could be closing in on hitting the Fisher-Price card with the killing blow. We're down to 3. Ann Horse sends Grimace right back out. And the Fisher-Price car is not in a good place there. Gorilla Press to Fisher-Price car. And Funky Barbara now turns her attention to Ann Horse. If she had a single brain cell in her body, she would have continued the onslaught against Fisher-Price car. But Grimace is there. Funky Barbara taking this moment to showboat, display a bit of her power. Delayed vertical suplex and the horse is down. Fortunately for the horse, though, Grimace is there. Oh my goodness me, that's a German suplex for Grandma. As Funky Barbara sent across the ring, Ann Horse has really taken a lot of punishment here. And now she gets to eat an elbow courtesy of Grimace, and Grimace just decks Funky Barbara. And I think, Fisher-Price car turned inside out, and it's Grimace who's standing tall into the cover quickly on the Fisher-Price car. Is this enough to put her away? Oh, not quite. Not quite. Funky Barbara sent over the top, and now Grimace with feet on the ropes for elevation. Kick out of 1. Don't know why she was going to cheat there. She could have won. Did we lose someone? Oh my goodness, I couldn't even see Ann Horse. Ann Horse hiding and then taking out Funky Barbara and now climbing the cage again. Oh, and Barbara rolls out of the way. That's devastating. Into the cover. Could it be night-night for Ann Horse? Ann Horse still here. Still here. Grimace. Oh my goodness me. Grimace gets hit by a car. Are we about to say goodbye to Grimace? Oh, kick out of 1. Grimace absolutely no-selling of Barbara with the sit-out powerbomb. Ann Horse, thank you for coming. Ann Horse is gone. The odds-on favourite is out, and we are down to 3. Funky Barbara, Grimace, and the Fisher-Price car. Fisher-Price car looking to go for a finisher, and Barbara completely interrupted it. Funky Barbara decides to interject herself again. Oh, counter from Grimace. Oh my goodness me, and Grimace is busted open. Fisher-Price car falls into the cover. We could have a real underdog story here. Grimace has been eliminated by the Fisher-Price car. And we are down to 2. Fisher-Price car and Funky Barbara Piss. This is not a duo that I was expecting to be concluding this one. And the Fisher-Price car has got a fire lit under her. Full head of steam. Absolutely mows down Funky Barbara, and the Fisher-Price car is rolling. Funky Barbara is in a bad place. Continuing the offense is the Fisher-Price car. Imagine the Chevrolet Matiz is the pip-down women's champion, and her best friend and tag team partner, the Fisher-Price car, gets to go to WalrusMania to challenge for the BENXT Women's Championship. It's poetic. It could happen if the Fisher-Price car can just stay on Funky Barbara. And having just said that, she's absolutely opened herself up there for no reason whatsoever, and you do not want to let Funky Barbara get rolling. Back suplex there. Lands it flush. And the Fisher-Price car, sacrificing some of her signature bar, perhaps rightly so, to escape that hold and get back on the offense here. Beautiful Northern Light suplex. Funky Barbara does have her signature bar now, I'll say that much, so Fisher-Price car cannot afford to make a mistake. She can't. Funky Barbara sent in. Oh my goodness me. Funky Barbara sent into the referee and then leveled by that kick. And now the Fisher-Price car sits her up. Oh, gets a bit confused. AI needs to work out what's going on, decides to just boot her in the face. That's fair enough. Fisher-Price car sends Barbara into the ropes. Oh, and another huge kick. And this could be it. The Fisher-Price car could be punching her ticket to WalrusMania. No, not quite. 2.999. I do not know how Funky Barbara kicked out of that, but Fisher-Price car staying on it. Springboard. Moonsault. Oh no, and now Barbara's managed to reverse it. Barbara on top, right where she is so used to being. And It could just be a matter of moments here. Oh no, with the counter, the Fisher-Price car still has life. She still has life under the hood. And the Superman punch to Funky Barbara. That could be it. Has Funky Barbara. And it's the Fisher-Price car who wins the Women's Elimination Chamber match. And she will challenge for the BENXT Women's Championship at WalrusMania. That is an unexpected victor, I'll say that much, given the caliber of talent in that ring. Every woman put their body on the line here. But it's the car. Inspired, perhaps, by her best friend, the Chevrolet Matiz, who's gone the distance, taking out not only Grimace, but also a surefire BENXT Hall of Famer in Funky Barbara Pierce. It's the Fisher-Price car who's going to WalrusMania. Incredible effort. The Fisher-Price car is going to WalrusMania. That's great. Love that. Greatest of all time. A real underdog, undercar story. And that, everyone, is the Elimination Chamber. A chaotic but fun match. I hope you will agree. I need to mark down on my spreadsheet now who won it. That was, of course, Fisher-Price car there won it. FPC. Congratulations, FPC. So for a Rumble season, would you consider a collab stream with Andrew, a Royal Rumble with both of you on commentary? Lost you, with both your guys' character and some community creations? Well, we already have an in-universe Royal Rumble, and it's been and gone. However, I mean, to answer your question, I want to stream with Andrew. I've asked about streaming with Andrew. Andrew and I will stream together. It will happen. I love that guy. He's great. I want to do a stream with him. Don't know if it'll be a Royal Rumble one, but he will certainly, if he's going to pop up anywhere, it will be as guest commentary for BENXT. In calendar, we're due, I think we've got to go basically an entire calendar year before we get back to the Rumble. So perhaps for the next pay-per-view after WalrusMania. I've already spoken to James, and of course, James Jenkins is going to be challenging for a championship at WalrusMania after winning the Rumble a couple of months ago in Universe. Couple of months ago in Universe. And he'll be providing guest commentary for that match at least. But yeah, hopefully we can do something with Andrew soon. Do a non-canon Saudi show. I don't want to do any Saudi shows. I don't want to. But yeah, we will. We will do that at some point. I'm just gonna catch up for a second here. To celebrate such a momentous win, I just sent you the updated belt design. Thank you very much, Dan G. Tell you what, we could do a little sneak peek, couldn't we? I'm not going to show you it on the belt, but I can show you the design that Dan has put together. Let me see if I can download it. So this will be uploaded to the game's servers. And then I should be able to apply it to the belt. So, here we go, everyone. Predictions are now live, by the way, for the next match. This is what Dan has sent me. Oh, it's huge! There we go. Look at that. Isn't it lovely? So wide. BENXT is cropped off. Chef's kiss. Perfect. You can see in the chat there. Go to danjsdesigns.com. Go check out Dan's work. An exceptional artist is Dan. Thank you very much, Dan. Really appreciate it. I'll have that in place for next week's stream. So, okay, Lord Brotovich, you kicked up a fuss in catering. So much so that German Cheggers decided to come out with you. But you get your rematch. Lord Brotovich, with German Cheggers in his corner, challenges for the Butterfield Championship title belt that he just lost. And Jill Sandwich, who was unsuccessful last week against one of Lord Brotovich's stablemates, the Winkler, has to defend her title this week. Where's her head going to be at? Where is her head going to be at? Let's get this thing rolling. You've got 20 seconds remaining on those predictions. 77% of the channel points in favor of Lord Brotovich. The people believe in him. But can he deliver? That's the question. We're going to bloody find out. We're gonna bloody find out. We're gonna bloody find out. One fall. And this is the closest I could get to Butterfield. It felt very Butterfield just to list all of the weight divisions in one thing. Cruiser and light and heavy. Is this the champion? No, here he comes. Yeah, it's Lord Brotovich. Brot means bread. That, of course, is the name of the German contingent of BENXT and Pip Down. German Cheggers, the Winkler, Chab, Lord Brotovich. I believe they're all in that stable. We've got all the weight divisions. You name it. Oh, Jack, I'm so sorry. It was in the middle of all the action. Thank you so much for the resub. The Jack Sinister. 3 months better late than never, thick boys. Absolutely. Thank you very much indeed. Apologies for the delay acknowledging that. But here comes the champion. The Butterfield title champion, Jill Sandwich. Big defense here tonight. The first real challenge for Jill since winning her championship. Can Lord B get the job done? Will he become the first ever 2-time Butterfield champion? We aim to find out now. God, I think that might be my favourite belt. And it's not just because I designed it myself. I think it's quite creative. I'm very happy with how it turned out. I mean, you could put Butterfield on anything and it would make it better, to be fair. Lord Bruto Witch here from Bavaria, I think. Jill Sandwich here. I thought she was holding up the belt backwards. Again, that would be a very Butterfield thing to do. The title championship, handed over, I should say, shown to Lord Brotovich. He wants it back. He wants it back. Held aloft. Look at it reflect the sun. And it's about time we decided this thing once and for all. Lord Brotovich wants his gold back. The only thing standing in his way is the sandwich. Oh, and it's the sandwich who gets the... Oh, my goodness me. She might as well have pulled his trousers down to embarrass him as well. That is quite the immediate strike there. Opening salvo fired from Jill Sandwich to Lord Brotovich as Lord Brotovich sent into the corner. And I think Jill Sandwich is laughing at him as well. Oh, you know what? I'm Team Brotovich now. Oh, but Lord Brotovich made her pay. She waited too long and he managed to get out of the way. You can't laugh at him like that. That's not nice. Have you seen how shiny his hair is? Jill Sandwich sent, bread first into the corner. And a boot to the smiley face on her sandwich. And now just, and a boot to the bottom from the champion. That's not quite right, is it? Big right hand from Jill Sandwich. Oh, and just slamming Lord Brotovich down. And German Cheggers watching from the outside as the champion beckons for something. Lord Brotovich cannot resist it. Springboard dropkick. And the challenger is down as Jill Sandwich goes up to the middle rope and again calls for something. Lord Brotovich really needs to stop standing up when she's beckons for it. A double axe handle. And Lord Brotovich is down again. It's not looking good for him so far. And German Cheggers now playing distraction. This is the benefit of having a teammate out here. But Lord Brotovich has positioned himself in perfect attacking Oh, no, there we go. Now he's going to take advantage. Clothesline levels the champion as Lord Brotovich now looks to lay some offense in. You can see that red bar, that red meter of German Cheggers. When he interjects and he's being naughty, that red bar will fill. If it fills all the way, he will be ejected from ringside. But he's not quite got there yet. It's slowly dissipating, you can see. And Lord Brotovich calling for something here. Scoops her up on the shoulder. And, sternum and throat first. Over the top rope goes the champ. Lord Brotovich up to the middle rope himself. Turnabout is fair play. Oh, went for the frog splash, but there was no bread in the pool. As Jill Sandwich sends him into the ropes, and then the drop kick catches him on the rebound. And Lord Brotovich very sensibly rolling out. Is he going to walk out and step straight into this thing? Yes, he is. Oh, dear. He sacrificed some of his signature bar as well in order to roll out of the ring, and it did not pay off for him. Boot to the midsection. Is Jill's finisher called the meal deal? I love that. That's great. It's a good shout. I can't remember what her finisher even looks like. It's a bit of an education sometimes in these matches. Lord Brotovich able to fight out and grabs a hold as well. Lucky LB managing to get... Oh, he's trying to walk her slightly too far. And the sandwich powers out. She's got her signature as well. Lord Brotovich needs to be careful. Uh-oh. It's the meal deal. Into the cover. Is that enough to put away Lord Brotovich? It's not. Not quite. But Jill Sandwich does have a finisher. And Lord Brotovich's run of misfortune could continue tonight. He sacrificed his signature bar again. This time it did pay off. Cheggers is firing up the crowd. And he's not helping at all. Oh, hyperextending the hip there of Jill Sandwich. And Lord Brotovich now really needs to be on his A game. Raining down right hands to the champion is the challenger. And now rolls her onto her stomach. Oh, and a big knee strike to the face. Right in the mush. And Jill could hit this finisher at any moment, and it might be nighty-night, you sweet piece of shit for Lord Brotovich. He has got to jump an awfully long way here. I hope he's thought this through. There's no way he can connect with this, can he? No. No, he can't. He gets back in the ring, and no, not quite. He's absolutely messed that up. And German Cheggers again. Oh, I thought he was going to provide a distraction, but Lord Brotovich is in a world of hurt here. Manages to fight out of it, though. And again, it's now Lord Brotovich who's able to go on the attack. LB has used his special move to call for his finisher. This is what won him the championship in the first place. And it's now Jill who needs to look out. Referee getting right in the way, as we wouldn't have it any other way. Oh, counter from Jill Sandwich, who drops the champ, and she has got a finisher in tow as well. Up to the top rope. German Cheggers could really get involved right now if he wants to save his boy. Oh, the Swanton bomb. Directly flush, and I think it's all over for Lord Brotovich. I'm so sorry, buddy. The Bully Sandwich retains her championship tonight. An unfortunate night in the office for Lord Brotovich, but do not despair, because Lord B will be in the Butterfield title championship title tournament, and he could qualify for a second shot, this time on the grand stage of WalrusMania. Unfortunately, though, he used a lot of his signature bar up to escape pin attempts and so on, and while that did help him sometimes, it did definitely slow him down on his path to dealing more damage to the champion. And Jill retains tonight. Very good. Very good. I'm going to redeem so many sounds on your stream. Lord Brotovich is done. He's over. He's over. Joe at 1118, thank you so much for the resub. 4 months, appreciate it. Hope you've had a fantastic day. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the resub. Congrats, Jill. Fighting champion, no one can deny. Go on, I dare you. Deny it. Just try. Just bloody try and deny it. Five-stream streak for Taylor Made Aiden Taylor. Thank you for helping me through this flu. Oh, I'm sorry to hear you've had the flu. I hope you're feeling a bit brighter now, coming out the end of it. Fingers crossed. Nearly took my hat off for the set. Fingers crossed. LB wasn't bready. See, does that make you feel better, LB? That was pretty good. Did you like that little bit of wordplay? Hold on to your socks, everyone. Because it's good music time. And it's time to settle this rivalry. Los Pokéhermanos go one-on-one with the Dark Picture Pals next at the Elimination Chamber. I'm going back to catering. All right, buddy. We'll see you there, okay? You do know that you can buy just like a normal belt that will hold your trousers up. You did say that your championship being gone has impeded that. Your trousers keep falling down. You know, you could just like a piece of electrical wiring or some string, maybe. Just until you win the tournament, you know? Just until you win the tournament. You've got time, buddy. You've got time. Only one of these men isn't an animal. That is factually correct. Get your predictions in now, everybody. Let's remind ourselves of the Butterfield tournament. So, the Winkler looked strong against the current champion last week. And if he qualifies for the Fatal 4-Way and Brotovich beats Sparkles and Chab in his qualifier, then those two will be in the same match. Which could be a little awkward. Could be a little awkward for Brot Means Bread colliding there. Regardless, that's how it goes. That's how it goes in these. Catch you in a bit, wee mad Rach. Thank you for stopping by. Let's get this match underway, shall we? It's everyone's favourite tag team and also another one. Let's go.
This is gonna be good.
Hang on, I'm trying to find it. Where is it? No, we can't have that one. That gets copyright struck. This one. There you go. You can have this one. You can have this one. It's okay. Da-na-na-na. Now that I have my spreadsheet, I can tell you with certainty that Los Pokéhermanos are two-time BENXT Tag Team Champions. They held the belts twice. They are not a tag team to be taken lightly. Whereas the Dark Picture Pals, despite coming close on several occasions, have yet to capture gold. But as we talked about before, they don't need to capture gold, you know, to still be beloved. They're like the Undertaker or Kane, right? I mean, they literally are the Undertaker and Kane in terms of their entrance. Brace yourselves, everybody. It's great music time.
They are ready for battle. In the house of ashes, my demons rise. The devil in me.
Let's go third person.
Do I have time, or is it too late? Have I already decided?
Fucking walk slow, doesn't it?
I try to keep a little hope, but I'm hanging on the rope, and all I see while I fall are dark pictures on the wall. Do I have time, or is it too late? Have I already decided my...
I think there's meant to be light in there, but we don't have the budget for it.
But I'm
Great angle. Great angle. Incredible song there, courtesy of Ben Cooper. And I want to say, is it Dave the Postie? Or is it Richard the Postie? Oh, it's one of the two. Let me know, Ben. It's our favourite. We love that one. And we're off. Only one place this heated rivalry could be concluded. I say heated rivalry. I feel like several of their matches have been cut for time on the past few weeks in BENXT. But never mind. James the Postie. Dave is the occasional guitarist. Okay, understood. There is a link you can download that. Yeah. I believe. I don't know. I can't remember what it is now. Is it BENXT? There you go. You can go on there and find all the music we use here. So, a reminder of the rules here. In a tag team match, only one person is quote-unquote legal at any given time, that being the two people in the ring. You have to tag like that to exit the ring, and it's only the legal person on each team who can attempt a pin or a submission, and they can only attempt a pin or a submission on the legal person on the other team. So you have to be tactical about how damaged you are and when you tag out, etc. Only once per tag can your partner interrupt a pinfall or a submission or come to your aid, and then they have to sit back and wait until they are tagged in. So again, it's all about tactical timing. If Wet Boy severely damaged Silas the Dog Boy and then hit him with a signature and went for the pin, and Dr. A. Hill came in to break it up, Dr. A. Hill would not be able to come back in to break it up if Wet Boy then immediately hit his finisher and went for the pin. So that's usually how these matches tend to come to an end. As it stands, it's looking pretty good for Los Pokéhermanos so far. And Palmusek up on the shoulders of Silas the Dog Boy into a powerbomb position. Oh my god, he's dead. Silas the Dog Boy. Oh, and then he just absolutely leathers the Wet Boy as well. Oh, but a counter from Wet Boy. I suppose that's probably fair. So much so that by the time... a little bit of collision there. Palmusek comes back into the ring. He's going to have the advantage. Oh, rolls through as Silas the Dog Boy swings wildly, and he takes down Silas. And Silas, despite being the powerhouse of the Dark Picture Pals, has taken an awful lot of offense so far and probably needs to make a tag pretty soon. And Palmusek in a friendly corner, but not a friendly thing is happening. As Dog Boy goes after one of the hamstrings of the Electric Mouse. Silas the Dog Boy rolls over Palmusek into the cover. And that's not going to do it. We are nowhere near ready for that kind of action just yet. Silas, Palmusek sent into friendly territory for the Dark Picture Pals. A tag is made. Silas gets a reprieve, and we're going to see a little bit of tag team offense here as well. Silas, wheelbarrow position for Palmusek. Double axe handle from Dr. Anal Hill to the spine of Palmusek as the good doctor goes to work on the leg. Look at this. Just, oh my goodness. Bending the mouse in half. That is not how... Oh my goodness me. And then you see... Palmusek leaped to his feet. I believe he sacrificed some of his blue signature bar there in order to do that, and that has absolutely paid off as he is completely in control here of Dr. Anal Hill. And now Palmusek sends Dr. Anal Hill into his corner, and we're going to see some more tag team offense now as Wet Boy becomes the legal... Oh! The legal man for his team. Palmusek will leap to the apron, and we'll have to wait out there now until he is tagged in. The Curator slides out the back. Double underhook, DDT, oh my goodness me. A future shock DDT from the Curator, who decides, actually, I've had enough. I don't want to do it anymore. Silas, can you come in and have a go? And Silas walks right into the waiting... The waiting wetness of Wet Boy. Big shots from Wet Boy to Silas the Dog Boy and his toe feet, which are upsetting to look at. And a splash as well from Wet Boy for good measure. Dark Picture Pals have not really gotten rolling in this one so far, which is a bit surprising to see.
This is all about
And again, another team up. Boot to the midsection of Silas the Dog Boy as Power Musek marches him over. Slams him into the corner. Takes him out. Drops him down. And Power Musek. Oh, slingshot leg drop to Silas the Dog Boy. Now put Power Musek as agile as you like. Oh no, it looked like Silas the Dog Boy was about to dive to make the tag. But a counter at just the right time. Dog Boy needs to make this tag here. Roll through. Rope break. That tag. Oh, sorry, that pin a bit too close to the ropes there. And now Silas the Dog Boy. Oh my goodness me. All the way up and all the way down, and Silas is really hurt, so this is the perfect time to make a tag. Silas does have his signature though, as does Power Musek, so Dr. Hill's got to be careful here not to walk straight into the waiting arms of Power Musek. Don't do it. Come on, he's only just tagged out. Maybe he identified that Silas the Dog Boy has a signature, and really he should use that, the full body weight, and it is considerable, of Silas the Dog Boy across the chest and stomach of Power Musek. And now it's Silas who says, you know what, fuck you, I'm going to tag in again. I don't want to be out here, I'm knackered. And we've seen them do this before. And again to Power Musek. Really, the game plan here for the Dark Picture Pals is keep Power Musek away from his corner at all costs, although that's clearly not going to work, because Wet Boy is by far... Oh, and a counter from Dr. Anal Hill. Very, very well timed. Wet Boy is by far the freshest man in this fight. Leaping crossbody from Dr. Anal Hill into the cover. And here, I believe, Wet Boy may well come and break it up. No, he's decided he's not going to. And now, are we going to see Silas, or sorry, Dr. Hill go for his signature? No, we're going to get... And now we're starting to see the Dark Picture Pals roll here as another tag is made. It's going to be, I think, a suplex into a sit-out powerbomb. Fantastic there. As, oh, Wet Boy was calling for the tag. And that is well stopped by Silas. The last thing the Dark Picture Pals want here, oh my goodness me, is for... Oh, and he's biting the head. And that was Silas the Dog Boy's finisher. Signature, sorry. And he's way too far away, Silas, with the clothesline. If Wet Boy gets in, the Dark Picture Pals strategy is in trouble. Into the cover, Wet Boy does decide to come and break it up. And this is what I was talking about. Wet Boy now has a cross above his HUD. He's not able to come back in. Silas has a finisher. Whether he goes for a finisher himself or he goes for a tag team finisher, we might be about to see a tag team finish. Oh, a counter at just the right time from Power Musek. That's exactly what Silas was going for. And the strategy of the Dark Picture Pals, as good as it was, has completely disintegrated here. As now, it's Power Musek is going for a tag team finisher. It's the friendship elbow drop. And it's Wet Boy who's looking to clean up the scraps. And this time, it's Dr. Anal Hill who decides to come in and try and break it up. You can see he's got a cross above his head. And suddenly, Silas the Dog Boy is up the creek without a paddle. He eats the signature of Wet Boy. Silas is all on his own. Nobody can come to save him. As Power Musek looks to clean up the scraps, the only hope here for the Dark Picture Pals is that Silas can somehow get a tag or counter at the right time. But it's not looking good. It's not looking good. As another tag is made, another tag team maneuver delivered to Silas the Dog Boy. And Wet Boy has his finisher. Silas, I believe, is very lucky to have blocked him. Oh, and there we go. He has saved, that literally has saved the match for the Dark Picture Pals. As it's now the Curator, oh my goodness me, who eats a thundering scoop slam there. Or power slam, sorry, off the ropes. And Wet Boy has his finisher, but Dr. Anal Hill has his signature. This thing could swing right back around if the Curator is able to get rolling. Silas desperately needs a breather, but Dr. Hill is not undamaged himself, and it's Los Pokehamanos who are all over the Dark Picture Pals now. I believe we're going for a second friendship elbow. Connects flush, and immediately any kind of level playing field that the Dark Picture Pals built has been destroyed there, as Silas has to come in and break it up. And it's the Curator leaps back to his feet. Oh, and he spits mist in the eyes of Palmusek and then boots him in the face for good measure as well. I don't know how that's not cheating, but the Curator, now locking in a signature, he spits the poison mist in the eyes of Palmusek, but Palmusek able to slither out of it. And we're right back where we started with the Curator in dire straits here. But a counter from the Curator, and that is exceptional from Dr. Raynal Hill directly into the cover. Oh, and it's not quite enough. Oh, it's so close. I do not know who is going to win this. Dr. Hill has a signature and a finisher. Palmusek has a signature and a finisher. Who pulls the trigger first? Tag made. Clothesline. Into a punch, into a punch. Oh my goodness, knee strike. And they're still going. Enziguri flatliner combo, and surely that's enough. Wet Boy now having to come in to do breakup duty. But Palmusek is absolutely destroyed. And all Dog Boy needs to do is hit a big move. And this thing is done. Oh, clawing the eyes. And Silas the Dog Boy looking for another tag. This is probably a good idea because it is Dr. Raynal Hill who has the signature. Oh, and a super kick. No! Oh no! It's fallen apart again. Just as the Curator was taunting to set up his signature, Palmusek able to leap and make that tag. And Dr. Raynal Hill's a bit confused. He can't actually get to Wet Boy because Palmusek's in the way, and Wet Boy took the opportunity to taunt, and that is not a good idea. What a tag team match this has been so far. Oh, goodness me, what a neck breaker that was. And Wet Boy still has not taken any damage in this match. If the Dark Picture Pals are to win, they need Palmusek to be the legal man. It needs to be Palmusek. And Wet Boy, oh, planting Dr. Hill. And Dr. Hill leaps for the tag. In comes Silas. And it's Silas and Wet Boy again. As Wet Boy, oh, fall away slam. And, oh my goodness me, Silas the Dog Boy springs straight back to his feet. Connects with a couple of punches, and then it's Wet Boy again who gets him in a powerbomb position. Oh my goodness me, referee, watch out. And I think he's going face first onto that. That's not good at all. And slumps down to Silas. And Wet Boy, full head of steam, knee straight to the face and the snoot of Silas the Dog Boy. This match, unbelievable. Up to the top rope. Wet Boy looking to fly. The elbow drop connects. Bang on, and the Curator has to come in and break it up. But Silas is not in a good place. Wet Boy has his signature. And we could be closing in on the end of this match here. And what a match it's been as a tag is made. And Silas has got to eat more offense as Palmusek, with a signature and a finisher in tow, is now the legal man. Boot to the back. Silas. Oh, Silas rolled out the way. Who's getting back to their feet first? It's going to be Palmusek, though. So that's not necessarily good news for Silas. But Silas did manage to get out of the way there of that move. And Silas needs... Oh my goodness me, that's it. That has got to be it. That is Palmusek's finisher into the cover. And an incredible match. We don't get to hear the music again. But it is the incredible efforts of Los Pokéhermanos that result in a Poké victory tonight. An incredible tag match, quite frankly. Back and forth they went. There were several opportunities where both teams could have won. But in the end, it was the, quite frankly, miraculously undamaged Wet Boy that paid dividends for Los Pokéhermanos. The Dark Picture Pals had two severely damaged team members, and Los Pokéhermanos only had one. Wet Boy was not harmed at all. Impressive work tonight for the Poké friends, and a sad night indeed for the Dark Picture Pals. Instant classic. Palamusek and Wet Boy defeated Silas the Dog Boy and Dr. Rainiel Hill on the big stage after an intense back and forth for weeks. This duo has earned a higher placement in the championship rankings. The WWE Universe is excited to see these superstars in the championship picture soon. There we are, everybody. That was the tag match. But the night rolls on as the Fisher-Price car, fresh off winning the Elimination Chamber earlier tonight, goes one-on-one in an Extreme Rules match against Neil Buchanan. Which is weird. I don't know why this match was put together, but we're rolling with it anyway. I need real stats, but I have a feeling that Dark Picture Pals are basically just aura farming with the best intro in the business and don't actually have the wins to back it up. I think their win-loss isn't too bad. I think it's okay. Are we able to see in here? No, we're not. Info? Oh, okay. Paul Heyman's just going to tell us how this works. Not interested in that. Thank you, Paul. Neil Boocake, of course. Yes, sorry. His name is Neil Boocake. It would be nice if you showed him the proper respect. So. We're not done, everybody. We have a few more matches before we get to the next Elimination Chamber match. I think we could be on track to finish it. It doesn't help when we have a tag match that goes on for 20 minutes, though. That doesn't help for sure. But the next few matches hopefully shouldn't go that long, especially the tables match. Okay, predictions will be live in a moment. Up next, Fisher-Price car versus Neil Buchanan in an Extreme Rules match.
They're here!
They're here! Whoa, here they are. Certified cool dudes. The Pip Down Women's Champion, the Chevrolet Matiz, accompanying the #1 contender for the BENXT Women's Championship, Fisher-Price car. Imagine we could see a moment at the end of WalrusMania where both of these women / cars, women and they can be both, women and cars, both of these women and cars hold the world championships for their respective divisions. It's got to feel good for Fisher-Price car coming into this match, especially buoyed by her massive win earlier tonight, but also accompanied by her best friend and world champion, the Chevrolet Matiz. Oh god. Can I find it? Yeah. I can't remember. Oh god, what's their team called? Shit. Hang on, Neil, wait a second. Oh, it's not going to pause it. Neil, hang on. Neil, hold on a second. I can't remember what your team's called. Is it Kids TV? Shit. What are they called? Fuck. I'm just scrolling. Oh, Neil. Okay, there it is. We got it. Sorry, Neil. There was an accident in the truck. We couldn't find it. Neil Boocake. We've not seen him for a few weeks. And it's a tall task for him as well. Oh, that was it. That's the end of your song. Sorry, Neil. The Elimination Chamber winner. #1 contender for the BENXT Women's Championship, and Neil Boocake, who, as far as I can remember, has not won any championships. Let me check. I have my stats here. No, the answer is no. No, he won the tag team titles once. Okay. 90s Kids TV, alongside Dave Benson Phillips, Neil Boocake is a former BENXT tag team champion. So he's held more titles than the Fisher-Price car, I'll say that much, but he has not won the Elimination Chamber. The Fisher-Price car has. Oh, and the bridge as well. Immediately going for a big submission maneuver is Neil Bootcakes, looking to rain on the parade of the Fisher-Price car, I think, is Neil. Beautiful moonsault. Beautiful moonsault. I know we're at max capacity, but have we thought about adding the head as Neil's manager? That's what I assumed the head was. Neil was the art, head was the money. No, but we can definitely, it's not going to be long until WWE 2K25 comes out and we have to restart the roster and rebuild it. And we will probably end up making some roster cuts, at which point there will be scope to add some new friends. The head could well be one of them. The Fisher-Price car is rolling, washing the face, big run-up as well to do so to Neil Bootcake, send him into the corner. And Neil does not want to be here as the Fisher-Price car... Oh my god, the Fisher-Price car just sends him tumbling to the outside. And Neil kips up for no reason. There's absolutely no reason to do that. And the Fisher-Price car soars across the air and the sky and takes him out. This is, of course, an Extreme Rules match, which means... Oh, Neil, that's embarrassing. And Fisher-Price car, that's embarrassing as well. There we go. Which means that there is no count out and there is no disqualification, so these guys can fight anywhere and hit each other with anything. Neil, counter from the Fisher-Price car, who has her signature already. I believe you could also technically get a pin outside the ring as well. I'm not sure, that might have to happen inside, but we'll see. Where's she going? She's running and then slowing down to hop over the thing, and she still manages to bamboozle Neil there. There we go. And Fisher-Price car sends Neil flying. I will do my best to help with characters for 2K26. I couldn't justify the cost of 2K25 when it came out with how broken it was. I don't remember it being that broken, but it's not a problem at all. Please do not buy this game with the express purpose of helping me out. Buy the game because you want to buy the game. Thankfully, a lot of our roster members... Oh my goodness me! Ginormous Superman punch to Neil Bootcakes. Could we be closing in on the end already? Not quite, as the Chevrolet Matisse slides the... Oh, hang on a second. Hang on a second. I think we know who this is. It's Neil Buchanan's running buddy, Dave Benson Phillips, providing a timely distraction here for Neil Buchanan. Look out, Fisher-Price car. Oh, my goodness me. Crucifix pin from Neil Bootcakes, looking to put away the #1 contender. Not quite. Not quite. As he now turns his back on the Fisher-Price car. And, Neil's been hit by a car. This is exactly how the Chevrolet Matisse won the championship. And what an incredible night at the office for the Fisher-Price car. 2 wins, 1 night. Incredible work from FPC. I'll tell you what, the team of the Chevrolet Matisse and the Fisher-Price car, collectively known as Road Rage, they're looking pretty strong right now. And it was actually the Chevrolet Matisse who provided the distraction there, which allowed Neil to get hit by that car. And the Fisher-Price car puts down Neil Why is she celebrating like she's won? Okay, well, I mean, that's adorable, obviously, but that doesn't seem right. Why is the focus not Fisher-Price car? She's the one who won. It was her match. An incredible tag team there. The cars working together again. They are a dominant and frightening force in BENXT and Pip Down, to be taken very seriously into the future. Wow. Another good match there. Up next, though, another championship is on the line. That being the Pip Down Men's Championship. Piss Jericho with Pistian Cage in his corner representing the undisputed era. Hello? Urethra, sorry. Of course, the Undisputed Era are the hot new faction on the scenes. They're distant cousins of the Piss family, and they don't get on with the Piss family at all, as we will see in a couple of matches' time, as the leader of the Undisputed Era, Seth Pissin Rollins, takes on the leader of the Piss family, that being Funky Barbara Piss, in a rivalry match, in an underground match, no less. But for now, Piss Jericho has been hounding the Red Thunder Man, the Pip Down Men's Champion, for a number of weeks at this point. And he's finally got his shot. He's got his shot at the Pip Down Men's Championship. The Red Thunder Man has been the only champion so far since Pip Down was first launched. He's the inaugural champion and the only one. And tonight we could crown the second one, or the Red Thunder Man could continue his reign. Again, the stakes are high because whoever wins tonight will likely be the one defending their championship at WalrusMania. Huge stakes. Get your predictions in now. Piss the walls down. Piss down the walls. Who is walking out as champ? Have your voice heard? Let me know. I'm going to crack on though. Let's do it.
The following is scheduled for one fall.
One fall.
The SmackDown Men's Championship. Look who's here.
Here they are. The naughty buddies. I believe it was Pisty Cage who actually provided a distraction last week to allow Piss Jericho to eke out a victory. So these two definitely have each other's backs here. But this is the big one. This is the moment. We have seen flashes of brilliance on the part of the Undisputed Era since their debut. Seth Piston Rollins, of course, went all the way from number 2 in the Rumble to number 27. He was one of the final 3 in the Rumble. Couldn't get the job done. Piss Stratus has come close to winning gold a few times. But this is the first guaranteed gold-plated opportunity that the Undisputed Era have had at winning a championship and bringing it back into their twisted Piss family. But it's not going to be that easy, because they have got to topple the Red Thunder Man, and he is a superhero.
The WWE Universe just exploded.
It just exploded. They just exploded. Here he is. Whoop that Thunder Man. The Pip Down Men's Champion. Do you like his t-shirt? You can buy it now on the internet. Red Thunder Man has been dominant since debuting. I'm not sure what his win-loss record is, but I think the answer is yes. It's impressive. He's our very own Pepsi Man. And he's represented the Pip Down Men's division with pride. Of course, whoever it is that will challenge either Red Thunder Man or Piss Jericho for the Pip Down Men's Championship at WalrusMania will be decided in our main event as the men's division of Pip Down enter the Elimination Chamber. But we'll get to that later. Now, let's see who's going to win this belt. Shoo. And now for the introductions.
From Manhasset, New York, weighing in at 227 pounds,
Piss Jericho. He's ready. Of course, a lot of online scuttlebutt at the moment as to whether Chris Jericho will return to wrestling and where that'll be. I can tell you right now, he's changed his name to Piss Jericho, grown himself a little mushroom haircut, and he's wrestling on Pip Down. And here we go. That's what it's all about. That beautiful Pip Down Men's Championship shown to the challenger. He's ready. He's keen. And held aloft for the people to see. And we are officially under way. We're underway now. Oh, and it's Piss Jericho with the early advantage. The drop kick. And then the standing moonsault. Or I should say lion salt. And another one. Oh, and the Red Thunder Man has been hit by 2 of those in quick succession, and you have to imagine the Undisputed Era has come into this with quite the game plan into the early cover here. That, of course, won't get the job done, but as mentioned earlier, it takes a lot of effort to kick out of those. And Chris Jericho now sends the champion into the ropes. Oh, and he comes straight back into a knee. Straight back into a knee. And Jericho, overhand strike. And then a backbreaker as well. And then a extra applied effort. And the Red Thunderman is reeling. I don't like how this is looking for our champion in the early goings here. As you see Pisty and Cage watching on at ringside. Eagle-eyed. And the Red Thunderman just clawing himself up on those ropes. Hasn't managed to get a single bit of offense in. We don't like to see squash matches. But Red Thunderman hasn't done a bloody thing so far. Chris Jericho's calling for something. Big run up and then a massive clothesline in the corner. The champion folds like a deck of cards. And now the Red Thunderman gets his counter. Springboard. Beautiful. Tornado DDT absolutely impales the challenger. But he was waiting. And he smashes that arm and that shoulder directly into the canvas. Oh my goodness me, it's a piss breaker. It's a piss breaker. Surely not already. And he goes straight in to the walls of piss. He's not going to tap, is he? He can't tap already. It's only been a minute. Oh my goodness me, it is an absolute squash. What just happened? And the Undisputed Era have their first taste of gold. And Pisty and Cage didn't even need to get involved. It was that piss breaker there directly into the walls of piss. And the Red Thunderman had no choice but to tap out. And your new champion is Piss Jericho, who presumably had that ironclad in his contract that he had to win the championship at the first opportunity. And it's Piss who could well be walking into WalrusMania as champion. Goodness gracious me. I don't know what to say about that. Maybe Piss Jericho needs to be nerfed? Christ alive. Poor Red Thunderman. He didn't stand a bloody chance, did he? Such a clear fix. That match was rigged. I'm gonna update the spreadsheet now. Piss Jericho. One time. He is the current champion. Man. Sad day. Sad day? I mean, I'm sad that the Red Thunderman lost, but I would have felt a bit better about it if he hadn't been absolutely fucking flattened the way he was. Christ. This is where we find out Piss Jericho is level 100. He's not. I promise he's not. But much like the Piss family, Undisputed Era do have a slight stat boost. But I thought because the wrestlers in Universe mode, as I've mentioned before, their stats... they change depending on how well they're doing, and he was champion, he's won a load of matches. I thought Red Thunderman it would be quite up there with stats, but regardless, it mattered for naught. Because Piss Jericho has quite frankly murdered our former Pit Down champion. And now he's the champ. Fucking hell. Right, okay. Well, regardless, we move on. We move on to a bit of a palate cleanser now. And this is a rivalry, and I know for a fact that we cut almost every single one of their rivalry matches during the course of this feud, because we wanted to put other things on instead. But the team of Santino Morel take on the team of Los Pokéhermanas. Can Los Pokéhermanas follow in the successful footsteps of Los Pokéhermanos from earlier in the night? We'll see. Predictions will be live in a minute. It all happened via social media. Yes, exactly. I believe it all happened over Tout. Do you remember Tout? Tout it out. We love Tout. In this household, we only use Tout. prestige of the championship is down the toilet. See what you did there? It's because piss. Haven't even got to spin a wheel this week. I want to spin a wheel. Should we spin a wheel for fun? Yeah, should we just spin one wheel, just for fun? One wheel. Let's spin one wheel. Here we go. You know what? Let's make it interesting. We'll spin one wheel from BENXT. Done. Senior Joe. He will be in the corner of Santina Morella, lol. And now we're going to spin a wheel for Pip Down, and they'll be in the corner of Los Pokihamanas. How's that, right? Spin a wheel, winner gets added to the Jenkins match. No, Jenkins had to work really hard for that. Here we go. Well, for fuck's sake, she's already in the bloody match. Spin again. Interesting. Peter Austin gets to make an appearance at this pay-per-view. Okay, well, let's edit that then. So, add manager. For some reason, it's Senior Joe. We don't know why. There we go. And you... Oh, can I not add a manager for you? Oh, shit. No, hang on. Judas? No, oh my god. The buttons, they work so good. I love them very much. There we are, add manager. Not Bonklin, actually. It's Peter Austin. He's going to be coming out tonight with you. So be excited for that. There we go. Save it. Excellent. Okay, next match. Let's go. Tables match, of course. The goal here is to put your opponent through a table. First person to do so wins. This match could take seconds or it could take 1 minute. That's literally it. It's not going to take very long for someone to go through a table. Total crapshoot. But who's going to be the winner? Only you can decide who you think it is and wager BENXT bucks to guess. So that's that. Let's get our music queued up. Predictions now live, everybody. Wager those BENXT bucks and let's get rolling. Tables at ringside, you can see them there ready. Joe there. Nah. Carla and Santino. Keep up, Joe. San Martino Marcella there. Now these guys are former two-time BENXT Tag Team Champions. No strangers to a tag team match. I do not believe they've ever competed in a tables match as long as we've been doing this. So this will be a test in that sense.
They are ready for a fight.
And accompanied by Peter Austin, it is Los Pokihamanas. Daronk out first. Peter lingering. And there, right behind her, is Judas walking in from off screen. Just hanging out.
We're looking at some of the most intense competitors in all of WWE, about to take part in one of the most anticipated matches ever.
Gone from our hearts. No, that's not right. Gone from life, but living forever in our hearts and also in BENXT. So I'm just reloading my beverage, bear with me. 56% of channel points in favour of Los Pokihamanas. I don't believe those guys have won tag gold. I'll have to consult the spreadsheet in just a second. Please don't start the match yet. I'm slowly pouring a Pepsi. Hang on. Joe goes by Signor Giuseppe for this match. Signor Giuseppe! The numbers don't lie. Right, let's get this thing rolling. The spreadsheet says Los Hermanas have not won this championship before. They've not won the tag titles. Oh my goodness me, Los Hermanas just flying all over the ring. Giuseppe there lingering. And Pikachu at ringside somewhere else, presumably to the right of frame. We can't see him just yet. Knee strike to Morella. Oh, a standing shooting star press there from Judas. Deronk rolls out, looking to go for a weapon. There we see Pikachu on the outside. And Deronk running in with a kendo stick, but Carla disarms her while rolling, which is impressive. And it is... Oh, no, there we go. I was going to say Los Pokémonas in full control here. Oh, my goodness me. Carla rolling very close to that table. And it's Deronk who's going to introduce the table to affairs. Quite frankly, at this early juncture, if it's anything to go by, I would be surprised if it's Santina Morella who walk out with the victory, but you never know. You simply never know. And Pikachu looking to lend some assistance by removing the turnbuckle pad. That's not going to be good for whoever collides with that. Judas calling for something. And Deronk, oh my goodness me. Oh, raining down those stony fists. And Judas sets up the table. We could be closing in on the end here. This could be over in very short order indeed, as Santino is put in the position to go through the table. Judas has him in a suplex position, and just like that, oh no, Santino slips out the back door. Very lucky indeed. Misses with the clothesline. Judas connects with the high knee. And this match will continue. Uh-oh. What's Carla? Oh, and inadvertently, Judas manages to save the matchup for Santino Morella by sending Santino into Carla, interrupting Deronk's attempts to put her through the table. And Judas absolutely bodies Santino and is going to go for it again. And I don't believe Santino will have any such luck getting some assistance this time with Carla on the outside. Santino in a very precarious position indeed. I think it's time. It's done. Standing Hurricane Rana sends Santino right through that table. And as predicted, it was the immediately dominant from the outset Los Pokémonas that are walking out of this one with our victory. This was the first attempt here. Santino able to slither out. I'm particularly impressed by this accidental breakup here. Oh, I think actually this highlights from just after it. Never mind. Joe didn't even try to help. No. Senior Giuseppe just stood there, perhaps paralyzed by how exciting that table was that was next to him. But that's it. And he's still there. Someone might need to come and help Joe. I don't know if he knows where he is. Very short match indeed. The Hermanas and the Hermanos from the Poké world are on top of it tonight, as they both walk out with big victories. Lackluster. That's fair. That's exactly what I would have called that. Up next, though, stablemate of the new Pip Down Men's Champion, Seth Pissin Rollins, goes one-on-one with Funky Barbara Piss. This is yet another collision between the two Piss families, the two big families of BENXT. They're all Pisses, to be clear, but the Piss family is usually female and has a big nose. That's what Barbara represents. But then we've also got the Undisputed Era, and it appears that in the far-flung reaches of the cousin network of the Piss family, there are the black sheep of the family, and they're the man ones. There are man ones, and we didn't think there could be man ones, but there are. Seth Pissin Rollins represents that. Funky Barbara Piss represents the good, wholesome Piss family. They're all horrible, to be honest. Either way, they're looking to settle a score tonight. And that will take place in an underground match. Of course, they also have the trademark Forgive tattoo. How could they not? Seth Piss and Rollins, Funky Barbara Pierce, Underground, one-on-one up next. Predictions will be live in just a moment. Who do you think is going to win? Wager those BENXT bucks. Potentially win big. Or, more likely, not. I think we are going to get some entrances. Yes, we are. Pierce it down. Here he is. Wearing his iconic pissy clothing. It's Seth Piss and Rollins. Could do with a big win here tonight. He's been chasing it for a while. You can't ride the coattails of that incredible Royal Rumble performance forever, you know. This man wants to have a match at WalrusMania, and I believe he will be in one of the tournaments. I think it's the BENXT one. Let's consult the tournament graph. Yes, he will be in the final qualifying match against Nathan Cake and Pippa Funnel. Could become a number one contender, could challenge for a championship at WalrusMania. Tonight, though, it's about settling a score. But it's going to be difficult to do, especially when you're going into the ring with this lady, who is annoyed because she didn't win the Elimination Chamber match earlier tonight. It is pissy time. He is a pissionary. He is a pissolutionary. He is Seth Pissing Rollins. It's Funky Barbara. Here she comes. The generic nobodies at ringside are excited. Oh, it's changed her entrance because there's no rope, so she can't slide in face first. That's kind of sad. Never mind. Funky Barbara is ready. She's turned her back on her opponent. I think she's a bit confused. She thinks they're still yet to come out. They're not. They're there. Let's hear the rules.
No counts, no pinfalls. The referee's only present to hear someone quit or to stop the fight. The underground does not show any mercy.
The following contest is an underground match. The only ways to win are by knockout or submission. Introducing first, from Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 224 pounds.
Yep. Pissing Rollins. He's ready. Everybody slap your sofas at home. It's Funky Barbara Piss. Now this match, of course, there are no pinfalls. There are only submissions or knockouts. I will explain the rules, as I do every time we have a match like this. The goal here is to lower the traffic light system bar here. Green to red, red to nothing, and then it will say in big letters, just, oh god, it's hard to manipulate on a camera. What am I trying? There, just here, it will say danger. And if the person who is not in danger hits a big move, i.e. a signature or a finisher, they will knock out their opponent and win that way. There is no count out. Traditionally, they would stay in the ring and just leather each other, but there we go. They're wrestling back and forth. Seth Piss and Rollins goes for a pin there, which of course won't work. Oh, and he gets that sling blade flush on the outside. Get it? Flush. Barbara Piss ducks under. The pride and the favour of their respective families hangs in the balance here. And Funky Barbara is very cross about not being the number one contender, not winning her Elimination Chamber match earlier tonight, and she will be extra motivated here now, you've got to imagine. But equally, she could be distracted. She could be a bit down in the dumps. It could be a prime opportunity for Seth Piss and Rollins to take advantage. I think Piss Jericho just became the favourite of his side of the family. Yeah, it's probably likely now. Well, that may be another reason, more motivation that Seth Piss and Rollins needs to get a victory here tonight. Perhaps his position as head of the family could be usurped by the new Pip Down Men's Champion. Piss Jericho. And Barbara tries to get him back into the ring. Decides instead to just slap him across the sternum. And I've got to say, Seth Rollins isn't looking too good now in terms of the damage he's taken. You can see Barbara has not taken nearly as much damage. And Barbara has her signature. Oh, she goes for it. There's the piss-warm stunner there on the outside. And you can see that Seth Rollins is in danger. Again, this match could be a really quick one as Barbara lifts him up, hoists him. Oh, what's her head doing? Spins him all the way around. And it's a spin-out powerbomb. Oh, and she's absolutely destroyed him. And Seth Pissin Rollins' night is not a good one at all as Barbara woman handles him all around the outside area and just wipes him out. And poor Seth only has his future qualifying match in the upcoming tournament to keep him warm at night, as Funky Barbara absolutely dominates him here. At this rate, he's going to have to remove his tattoo, lengthen his hair, and go join that second-rate company, WWE. Big win for Barbara. Let that be the end of their feud, quite frankly, because Seth Rollins has been one step behind the entire way. As sad as it is. Now, our current BENXT Men's Champion is a fella called EE Tim, who, notably, is not performing tonight. I'm not sure why. In fact, I will find out why, because I'm going to go for a quick wee. Don't go anywhere, because when we come back, Grimace challenges for, I think, a fourth time for Panela Anderson's BENXT Women's Championship, and then we have our main event, which it won't let me look at. There we are. We have our main event, the final Elimination Chamber match of today. So, I bring up EE Tim because he's the safeguard of pee time. And I'm going to go chat with him in the bathroom. I'll see you on the other side. We're back, boy. Tim said he just couldn't be bothered, which is fair enough. He said, I can't be bothered and all my boys need a break, which I think is fair because EE Tim is the BENXT Men's Champion. Of course, his stablemates in P-Volution, that being Triple Flush and Rim Flare, and Randy Honking and Dave Bautista, respectively, both tag teams and are both tag team champions on BENXT and Pipdown. So they've all been working hard recently. They're all champions. They all want a little rest going into WalrusMania. Not so for Panela Anderson. Not so for Red Thunderman. Not so for Jill Sandwich, all putting their titles on the line. Management will be having words with P-Volution. It's unsatisfactory, quite frankly, that they are too chicken to come and defend their titles just 1 month removed from WalrusMania. They want that big payday. Clear as day, that's what it's about. They just want that big payday. Ben, my son watches a load of sensory videos on YouTube Kids, and every now and then he clicks on a video that has the EE Tim music. Always makes me double take. Well, that music is in the YouTube audio library, so it is free for everyone to use. That's funny, though. I like that. I like it. So it's not because he's feeling flushed, then? No. He's just like, not asked. Just gonna have a little break. P-Evolution and Mod Squad both have camera allergies. They do. That they do. Right, get your predictions in. You've got 25 seconds remaining, everyone. Let's go. If you're joining us for the first time, welcome, by the way. We do this every single Wednesday, 6 p.m. until 9 p.m. Ridiculous WWE 2K25 universe mode with custom rosters, custom music. That's why sometimes it's a bit slow for music to start, because I'm having to manually play it to get around copyright stuff. We've got 2 shows, BENXT and Pip Down. And they come together for their pay-per-views, obviously. The Elimination Chamber being one of them. Hey, we defended our titles all the time. No one books us now. Well, there is going to be a tag team ladder match at WalrusMania, so I hope EE Tim's boys are resting up well, because they're in for the fight of their lives. 4 tag teams vying for the tag team titles in a ladder match. It's going to be mucky business. Mod Squad could be there if they decide to show up. Lazy boys. Lazy boys. Okay, I think we're ready to go. Let's do it.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
1-4.
The NXT
BENXT.
Women's Championship.
Gentlemen, I think she's about
Now, similar to Funky Barbara, I dare say Grimace is a bit fucking furious. She was also in that Elimination Chamber match earlier in the night. In fact, it's crazy that 3 members of that Elimination Chamber match have had to pull double duty this evening. Fisher-Price Carr, the winner, Funky Barbara Piss, the runner-up, and Grimace, the person who came in 3rd. But Grimace always had this in her back pocket. She had to win that Elimination Chamber match to get a shot at this championship at WalrusMania, but BENXT management have decided to give her a match for it anyway tonight, so she could end up going to WalrusMania as champion regardless. A lot to prove for the grim ace of BENXT, but a tall mountain to climb in the current champion, whom, once again, she has faced for this title several times, and who she has never had the opportunity to beat. Panela Anderson was a surprising victor of this title when she first grabbed it. I believe she defeated Pippa the Cat for it, the then BENXT Women's Champion. And she has taken on all comers ever since, including Grimace, on a good number of occasions now. I feel like I say this every time, but it cannot be disputed that she is not a fighting champion, and a worthy one as well. Nobody has been able to topple Panela as yet, thus far. Could tonight be the night that Grimace gets the job done? BENXT Women's Championship on the line. I missed the final prediction total. Could a moderator perhaps help me out with that? Down to Mike Rome for the introductions.
Introducing the challenger from Mount Olympus, Grimace. And her opponent from the Boiler Room, the NXT Women's Champion,
Steel Panela Anderson. 79% Grimace and 21% Panela. Thank you, LB. That is an impressive amount of support for Grimace, considering her track record.
The prize is on the line.
And there's the championship. That's what we're fighting for. 71 to 20. Oh, I see. So Panela is 71%, 29% for Grimace. Is that right?
You're not rewarded in
Grimace. Oh no, that's a really embarrassing way to start this match. Grimace slips on an invisible banana peel, and Panela immediately goes to work on the purple monstrosity. Wait, which is it? 71 for Grimace or 71 for Panela? Please help me. The champion laying in some heavy strikes. It's 71 for Grimace, 29 for Panela. Okay, so you were right the first time. Why did you correct yourself? Oh, 21%. I see. Right, you got the numbers wrong. I see. Gotcha. I'm caught up now. Right. The people love Grimace, but the Grimace is getting her ass kicked right now, quite frankly. Grimace did a Brock Lesnar impression. Oh, God, yeah. Oh, there we go. And now Grimace is doing her Samoa Joe impression. Impressive. Grimace taking an opportunity to showboat. It perhaps don't really feel that that's particularly deserved. Or, indeed, it's the right time to do that. Spinning fist to the face. And then a big splash from the Grim Ace. And now Grimace, look at the power of the challenger, hoisting aloft that piece of sheet metal we call a champion, and just letting her fall about 8 feet down directly onto that Prime hydration bottle. Try Prime, it's delicious and it won't make you poo yourself, I promise. I'm on commentary, you can trust me. Grimace, repeated blows to the back of the champion, and Grimace, for the first time in several matches against Panela, is actually looking very promising. And she's starting to feel herself a bit here. Just popping in to say hi. I'll have to catch the VOD for this, unfortunately. Acknowledge Grimace. Grimace acknowledges you as well. Take care, Big Flacco. Thank you for saying hello. Catch you later. Grimace, elbow drop. Panela crawling to the corner. Her championship hanging in the balance as Grimace is starting to roll now. Grimace. It's a German suplex for Grandma, courtesy of Grimace. And Grimace now going for the cover. Referee, it looks like he just woke up from a nap. That he took way too long. That was at least a 2 count. Again, we're going to have a word with our referees. They are not doing their job well enough, I don't think. And Grimace is doing very well as Panela slowly gets to her feet. This is a very long taunt. Thankfully, though, Panela groggy when she got back to her feet. Grimace now up onto the shoulder. Oh, and then a backbreaker just twists around. And metallic spine first over the knee of Grimace. And then, oh, a middle rope splash. And Grimace is very close to having her signature. And despite disappointments earlier in the night, Grimace could be closing in on what has eluded her thus far. A second BENXT Championship reign and a win over Panela Anderson as well. Here we go. It's the Grimace driver. That was her signature, and I think Grimace could be going for her finisher immediately. Deadlift, powerbomb, sit out. That's not her finisher. But she decides she's going to go for the pin here as Grimace finally going to win the big one. Oh, not quite. The champion's still alive, but her title reign is hanging by a thread. Grimace has her finisher. She's calling for it. Could it be time for the McNuggies? Up onto the shoulder. Grimace hangs up the champ. And the challenger now up to the top rope. Another huge splash delivered to the ribs of the champion. And Panela goes for another... Grimace goes for another pin. She decides that's enough. And still not quite. Grimace wasting a bit of time there. Getting her up to a seated position and then going for the pin. But now Grimace could be going for the finisher. She's not. Up into a suplex position. Delayed. The power of Grimace on full display here. The champion has not gotten going in this match. Very one-sided. This has been the tale of the night, really. Oh, and a counter from Panela at just the right time. And Panela rolls up the challenger. Could this be it? Not quite. Grimace still got a lot of fight in her yet, but she needs to be careful because Panela is a deadly competitor. And Panela has won matches against Grimace from this position a few times. You do not want to let Panela get rolling. She is the BENXT Women's Champion for a reason, and Grimace needs to be on high alert now. Springboard dropkick. Drops the challenger. Panela has her signature, but Grimace... Oh, it looks like we're going to be trading blows now. Open palm strike, and then a counter and a punch, and another open palm strike. And Grimace calling for another one. Grimace with the counter. Grimace calls for another one again. Oh, but she eats that one. Panela with the counter, back and forth. These two go. Oh, but it's Panela who gets the upper hand. And Panela now has secured herself a signature and a finisher. This is exactly what I was talking about. And Panela, she hits the sheet metal. The challenger is down. Could Grimace's championship aims be going up in flames there? But the champion has two finishers. Grimace failed to pull the trigger on hers. Boot to the midsection again. DDT plants the challenger. Grimace is down. Grimace needs to be careful now. Panela. Oh! Grimace rolls out the way. That was Panela's finish attempt. Grimace may well have grabbed victory from the jaws of defeat here. Big headbutt. Drops Panela in the corner, and I believe the McNuggies are incoming. Here they come. The McNuggie drop. It hits flush, and Grimace is your new BENXT Women's Champion. Grimace has finally done it. She's overcome Panela Anderson and secured a second BENXT Women's Championship in the process. And she will be going into WalrusMania as champion from a devastating defeat earlier tonight in the Elimination Chamber to ending the evening as the brand new BENXT Women's Champion. A huge night for the grim ace of BENXT. Her reign of terror begins anew. And I do believe that Grimace is officially perhaps the most decorated competitor we have on the entire roster. Let me just consult the spreadsheet for a second. BENXT Women's Grimace is a two-time Women's Champion, a one-time Wide Champion, and a one-time Aldi Red Thunder Champion. She has won 4 singles titles so far in BENXT. Of course, if she got drafted over to Pip Down, she would have the run at a whole new set of championships. If she could find a tag team partner, she could go for the tag titles as well. But so far, she has won every single singles title that is available to her. Before the next match starts, does Leon have his Grandma launcher suplex finisher equipped, as that might change the odds of who wins? I can confirm that Leon S. Kennedy, every single signature and every single finisher he possesses is a variation of a suplex for Grandma, a German suplex. That was the first thing I did. In fact, I think I did it last night after the Resident Evil stream, just to make sure, because I was waiting for the VOD to download, so it's done. Have you picked a time in the year for another draft? I haven't, no. And it's difficult because I talk up the significance of trading between shows and Grimace having an opportunity to win other championships, but really the draft was a very calculated affair to make sure that the talent was sort of equal across both brands. So I don't really want to do a draft because that would be a massive pain in the ass. Unless we just do a draft, we do a roster swap. So the entire BENXT roster goes to Pip Down and vice versa. But that would be that would be a massive pain in the ass, quite frankly. So I think we'll probably just keep it as it is. And now, everybody, it is time for our main event. We're not doing the wheel decides because, as I said at the time we were setting up Pip Down, what would happen is we would get all of the big talent on one show, and then we'd end up with like Gollum, Chab, Admin, and all of the. Admittedly, we loved them, but they would all end up on one show. I wanted to do a more fair split of things, so the wheel does not get to fucking decide that. I'll tell you that much. Main event time, though. Elimination Chamber. Earlier, we crowned the number one contender going into WalrusMania. That is the Fisher-Price car. One division remains to be decided. Royal Rumble winner James Jenkins challenges for the BENXT Men's Championship in the main event of WalrusMania. In the other main event of WalrusMania, Biker Barbara Piss challenges for the Pip Down Women's Championship. The Fisher-Price card challenges for the BENXT Women's Championship at WalrusMania, which, as it stands, is against Grimace. And now we need to decide who is going to challenge the newly minted Pip Down Men's Champion, Piss Jericho, at WalrusMania. Will it be Brian Michael Bendis? Will it be Rules Boss? Will it be Simon Miller, Disco Gary, Danny DeVito, or Leon S. Kennedy? Quick reminder of who is a former champion in here. Brian Michael Bendis is a 2-time BENXT Men's Champion. Rules Boss is a 1-time BENXT Men's Champion. What else we got in here? Let's go to the Aldi Red Thunder. Simon Miller is an Aldi Red Thunder champion. And I believe that is it for the rest of the field. Brian Michael Bendis is also a Little Kong Strong champion, former Kong Strong champion. And Rules Boss is a former Little Kong Strong champion as well. So we've got multiple former champions in this match. But it is main event time. Get your predictions in. And I would super duper appreciate it, mods, if you're able to give me a rundown of the total predictions. Once everyone's wagered. Get those predictions in now. Once again, I do not know which order these guys will enter in because it's random. We do not know who's going in a pod. We do not know who's starting the match. So we shall see. DeVito, Miller, Bendis, Boss, Gary, and Kennedy all head off in the Elimination Chamber to decide who goes to WalrusMania. Let's fucking do it, guys.
Here we go, guys.
The following is an Elimination Chamber match. The rules of this match are as follows. Participants will be locked away in their respective pods. 2 superstars will start the match in the ring. The participants will be released into the match in random order. The only way to be eliminated is by pinfall or submission. The last superstar remaining following the elimination will be declared the winner.
Big blocky PS1 Leon enters the ring. We could have updated his outfit to have a nice frilly one, but I do love blocky Leon and I can't bring myself to change him. Additional prediction, how many suplexes for Grandma are we going to get? That's the question. Will Leon hit a suplex for Grandma? The big German suplex is a staple of the Resident Evil 4 streams on a Tuesday. Oh, sorry, he wasn't done. That's it. That's all he gets. It's quite quiet, but he does say, where's everyone going bingo night? And I just want to make sure... Oh, no. Okay, that's the end. Sorry. That's it. That's all. How many bear traps will Leon step on in the ring? Oh, here he comes. It's Daniel. I'm the trash man. I take out the trash. Daniel DeVito secures a position in a pod. A much coveted spot. It means you don't have to start the match. The final person to come out of a pod, of course, is the most lucky of them all.
He's been demanding this match for quite some time, and now he is ready to compete.
What are you talking about, Corey? What on earth are you talking about? Danny sizing up the chamber, taking it all in. That man in the blue shirt thinks he might have left the oven on at home. That's a problem for him to deal with. We've got an Elimination Chamber match to spectate. Who also gets a pod? 2 spots remaining in the pods. Oh, I think I know who this is. Why? If you wanna, and that's okay, get serious about this, pray to. Thank you, Trailing Badger. Final prediction totals. Brian Michael Bendis, 17%. Rules Boss, 10%. Simon Miller, 38%. Disco Gary, 13%. Danny DeVito, 8%. And Leon S. Kennedy, 15%. Simon, the odds-on favourite. Danny DeVito, the underdog. Rules Boss not far behind him. Miller entering his first Elimination Chamber, which is significant because everybody else is also entering their first Elimination Chamber match. Miller looks ready. And he's very lucky in that he gets to go hide in a pod for a bit. Who gets the final pod? Who gets the final pod?
All right, I love this guy.
Oh, look who it is! It's everyone's favourite disco dancing Gary.
Weighing in at 315 pounds,
Rest in disco, my dude.
This chamber must be for all of these competitors.
Disco Gary enters the chamber. Ba-da-da-da.
He has a big match ahead of him. Gonna need a career-making performance here tonight.
Oh no, how do I get the wiki to show up? Which button is it? Is it exclamation mark wiki or am I wrong? No, I am right. If you want to know who Disco Gary is, firstly, you've got about 10 years worth of Pokemon Nuzlocke streams to watch. And then secondly, you can also check the wiki. He lives in our hearts now.
Things are about
Right, the pods are full, which means we have 2 competitors left. And unfortunately for them, they have to start this match. One of them is the former 2x BENXT men's champion. I can't find his bloody music though. There he is. It is the MIDI of Rollin. What? We saw him roll into the ring and then he teleported backwards.
hungry as stars. Add tons of unforgiving steel and remove all the rules.
Brian Michael Bendis
Is why elimination
could potentially secure himself an opportunity at a 3rd World Championship if he is able to win the Elimination Chamber, but he is starting things. And that is not an enviable position to be in at all. And the final entrant, therefore, must be...
Here we go, guys.
It's the boss. It's the boss.
from the internet, weighing in at 240 pounds.
Rules Boss enters his first Elimination Chamber match.
Will be remembered forever.
Hello? Could it be the boss? Who goes to WalrusMania? 6 competitors. The cream of the crop in the Pip Down Men's World Championship scene. But only one of them gets to go all the way.
Dead. Dead. Disco Gary is fucking dead and
No!
Leave the memories alone and let him rest in peace instead of forcing his reanimated corpse to sit.
Wrestelte. Narugan, thank you for the bits. I didn't kill him. If I remember rightly, he was taken out unjustly. It was out of my hands. And also, Carla decided to read a swear, which is rare. Okay, BMB and Rules Boss starting things off. These two are no strangers to each other. I believe Brian Michael Bendis actually got a win over Rules Boss just a couple of weeks ago on Pip Down. And then Simon Miller managed to get a win over Brian Michael Bendis. So it's all been heating up in the men's division in recent weeks over on Pip Down. It's his takedown there from Brian Michael Bendis, who is very nippy indeed. You cannot turn your back on Brian.
Taking things to the unforgiving chamber
And Brian now.
floor here, and slides back into the ring.
Climbs out, climbs back in. Rules Boss gets out of the way of the first one. Doesn't get out of the way of the second one. Counters this one, though. These two know each other so well. It won't be long before we add a 3rd competitor to this. Oh, and Brian Michael Bendis sent flying out onto that metal sheeting. And, oh, Rules Boss, that's got to hurt your hip, bud. Into the cover. I don't think that's going to do it, but he manages to hit that elbow drop very nicely indeed. Count of 2 there. And who is the first out of their pod? It will be Simon Miller. These three are going to be reigniting hostilities immediately here as Simon walks straight into a punch there from Rules Boss, but able to counter with the back elbow, and then Rules Boss able to counter back. Back suplex there onto that metallic sheeting on the outside. And then Brian Michael Bendis able to roll out of that. Simon Miller trying to insert himself into things here. Collides with Rules Boss. And Simon really should just be taking him. Oh my goodness me. It's hard to keep up with here. They're all absolutely smacking each other. But it's Rules Boss who's the only one standing tall at this early juncture. My goodness me. Incredible buster there from Rules Boss, who drops a knee over the forearm of Miller. And then Brian, beautiful DDT to Rules Boss, lands right on the crown of his head. And out next, it's Disco Gary. And then there were 4. Boss sent back into the ring. Gary staring ominously at Simon, who decides to follow. Disco Gary will turn his attention instead to Brian Michael Bendis, perhaps astutely going after the knee to stop him from flying around. And Gary starts to scale the wall here. But Brian Michael Bendis rolls out the way. That's a long way to go, and Brian goes for the pin as we get a double underhook suplex from Rules Boss. Excuse me, to Simon Miller. I'm getting a bit emotional. It's just such a beautiful main event. And Brian, beautiful move there to Disco Gary, who is absolutely flat on his back. That was Brian's signature, actually. And he went for his finisher, but Disco Gary countered it. And then a counter back from Brian Michael Bendis. So Brian was just completely disarmed there. We're allowing a 5th member, and it is Danny DeVito, which means Leon Kennedy is coming out last. He gets to bide his time just a little bit longer. Of course, it won't count for much. While he will not be taking as much offense because he gets a little bit of a breather, he will not get the opportunity to start building towards his signature or his finisher. So he could walk straight in and get hit with a finisher and absolutely battered. And I believe Danny DeVito went straight into that pod. It's not going to read it now. Well, that is interesting. Narugan, thank you for the bit. So, I am sorry, Ben, this is for science. Fucking fucked fuck, fucking fucked fuck. It looks like it's censored fucked, but not fucking or fuck. Or just fuck. I should stop saying swear words. Thank you for the bit. She doesn't like the 4-letter one. And finally, Leon Kennedy makes his way in, and the field is officially full. Disco Gary taking it to Miller. BMB, Death Valley Driver to Danny DeVito. Rules Boss is doing something weird. We've got strange camera angles going on. It's really difficult to keep track of what's going on. There was a stunner there, I think, from Miller to Disco Gary. And Kennedy took down Rules Boss. Where's Leon Kennedy's HUD? There it is, I see it. Nowhere near a suplex just yet, as Danny DeVito is stunned in the corner. Simon Miller with Disco Gary up. Powerbomb. Sits out into a pin. And we could be about to say goodbye to our first competitor. Not quite yet, though. Disco Gary kicks out. Just a 1 count. And a spear from Miller to Disco Gary. And that could be the first victim of tonight. Just a 2 count, though. Disco Gary still got way too much life in him, which is a bit ironic, really. But Miller is looking to go for that jackhammer. And it would appear that he's got him up. And Disco Gary could be about to die for a second time as the referee slides in to make the count. Thank you for coming, Disco Gary. Rest in Gary. Rest in Disco. Disco Gary is gone. The first victim here.
Again, for science. Nota finca e swear.
Okay. Okay. So she said Baba fuck Looney, Baba fucking Looney, but she didn't say Baba fucks Looney? Or maybe I misheard. Narugan, thank you for the experiment. and a bit. Disco Gary, sadly, has departed. We're down to 5 as... Oh, goodness me. Danny DeVito not quite able to heave the muscular Miller. And Leon Kennedy, I'm just waiting for him to get his German suplex, but he hasn't done it yet. As he grabs a hold of... Oh, Danny DeVito sends him directly into the referee. Oh, a little bit of tag team offense here. Double DDT there from Rules Boss and Leon Kennedy. Rules Boss immediately gets grabbed by Simon Miller, and I believe Danny DeVito no-sold it, but then a sort of stunner to break out of that particular move. Spins around DDT from Leon Kennedy. And now Miller climbs back into the ring just as Brian climbs out of the ring. Brian climbs back into the ring. Rules Boss climbs back into the ring. Simon Miller climbs out of the ring. Miller climbs back into the ring. Rules Boss climbs out of the ring. Rules Boss climbs back into the ring. Really good exchange there. Oh, double underhook suplex beautifully and applied. And I think, oh, what on earth is happening? Brian Michael Bendis is doing something weird as Danny DeVito is just standing there stunned. Rules Boss has his finisher and his signature. A flatliner there from Brian Michael Bendis. Could Leon Kennedy be about to leave this thing? No, not quite. Not quite. Leon Kennedy very close to getting a German suplex for Grandma. Just one more move and he gets to do it. And he's officially earned his signature. Oh, and he busts the Rules Boss open. And there's a German suplex for Grandma. Oh, no, a counter from Simon Miller. That's really disappointing. Simon playing spoiler. We do not get a German suplex for Grandma. And he's marching around with Leon on his shoulders as I believe Brian might be about to say goodnight to Danny DeVito. Oh, and Danny's still in this thing. And it's now Simon who's climbing up the chain link fence. Oh, my goodness me. I don't know who got the worst of that. And now surely Danny is done as Brian hits his finisher on Danny DeVito. And Danny DeVito has been eliminated. We are down to 4. Simon Miller looking to do the jackhammer on the outside to Rules Boss. Rules Boss slips out. Rules Boss with the counter, which means Rules Boss has even more offense in his arsenal. Simon has his signature. Rules Boss has his signature and finisher. Brian Michael Bendis has a finisher. Leon has nothing because Simon ruined it. Oh, the package boss driver there. Holds on. Could Simon be gone? Simon's still in. Simon is still in it. Uh-oh, Leon gets hit with Brian's finisher. And it could be Leon who gets eliminated before he even gets to do a suplex to Grandma. That would be very disappointing indeed. Brian, how dare you, Brian? Brian eliminates Leon. Leon does not get to do a suplex to Grandma this day. And Leon looking a bit confused. I'd be confused as well. No Grandma suplexes. Leon, kindly leave the cage. Leon, kindly leave the cage. Where's he going? And Brian's eliminated Rules Boss straight after, which means we are down to 2. Brian Michael Bendis and Simon Miller. The last time these two met, Simon Miller came out on top, and Simon Miller has his finisher. And there's the jackhammer. Is Simon Miller going to go to WalrusMania? No! He's not. Brian Michael Bendis somehow escapes, and Simon takes a huge risk by climbing the top, and Brian moves out of the way. And now it's Brian's turn to climb the cage. Could we have Brian Michael Bendis going to WalrusMania? God, that splash connected flush. And now it's Brian who's pinning Simon. And it's Brian Michael Bendis who will go to WalrusMania to challenge for the Pip Down Men's Championship. Simon Miller denied right at the end there. I still can't believe that Leon Kennedy did not get to do a suplex for Grandma. The boos are raining down. People do not want to see Brian Michael Bendis go to WalrusMania. It's like Batista winning the Rumble all over again. This is where Leon was sent packing. Number 27 is glad he won 24,000 BENXT bucks off that prediction. That's where Rules Boss was sent packing. Brian Michael Bendis eliminated the final 3 members of this match. And quite frankly, this is where Simon Miller should have punched his ticket to WalrusMania. Absolutely impeccable.
Big Money Brian Michael Bendis. Whoa.
Bois, bois. It's Brian. Brian goes to WalrusMania. And while that is naturally perhaps a disappointing ending to this pay-per-view, I do hope that you've all found something to enjoy across an incredible night of action. Because that, I believe, might have been one of our best pay-per-views yet. In terms of matches, Fisher-Price car is going to WalrusMania. Jill Sandwich retained her Butterfield Championship. Wetboy and Pal Musek upset the Dark Picture Pals. Fisher-Price car then went on to beat Neil Boocakes. Piss Jericho absolutely steamrolled the Red Thunderman and walked out as the Pip Down Men's Championship. Champion, sorry,
Leo
singular.
was screwed.
He was screwed, I agree. Yeah, Dude Brothers, thank you for the bits. And also Techiway, thank you for the... Techiway, thank you for the bits a second ago. Judas and Duronk put Santina Morello through a table. Funky Barbara Piss put down Seth Piss and Rollins for good. Grimace finally overcame Panela Anderson to recapture the BENXT Women's Championship. And Brian Michael Bendis is going all the way to WalrusMania, baby! And that concludes the Elimination Chamber match. Now, I need to make a note of who won that. So that was BMB. So the 4 people who would challenge for world titles at WalrusMania are James Jenkins, Brian Michael Bendis, Biker Barbara Piss, and the Fisher-Price car. But the show rolls on. I think we've got time for one more match tonight. And as we enter the final stretch on the road to WalrusMania, we have an Aldi Red Thunder Championship to defend, and we also have the first round of the BENXT Wide Tournament to get underway. So we need to plumb that in manually. Let's see what the game has served us artificially. Nathan Cake takes on Frank Ham. Dr. Anal Hill goes one-on-one with Rim Flair. Blast! We saw Blast earlier on the Worst Games Ever stream. Goes one-on-one with Pippa Funnel. Michael Johnson takes on Fanny Craddock. And in the main event, Admin goes one-on-one with Beggy Mops. Now we need to cut 2 of these matches. They're all singles matches, which is a bit rare. Normally they give us a bit more variety. I think the main event should probably be the opening match of the tournament, which of course is as follows. Let me show it to you. Hang on. So on BENXT, we are going after the Wide Championship. So the first one, February week 2, which is what we are in. It's Emma the Bear, Beggy Mops, and Les freaking Go. So let's get that sorted. It's going to be a normal triple threat. And in this match, it is Emma the Bear. It is Beggy Mops, who was already in the main event. And it is Les freaking, everyone's favourite, Les freaking Go. So there we are. When we get to the main event of BENXT next week, we will begin our tournament. And I think in the opening match, we should do the Aldi Red Thunder Battle Royal. We should spin the wheel, get that championship defended, and send the Twitch and BENXT Live audience home happy. And this will be the final match of tonight. If you're unfamiliar, we defend the Aldi Red Thunder Championship every single week on BENXT in a Battle Royal. We spin a wheel to decide who's going to be in it. And who is the champion at the moment? I don't fucking know. Let's remind ourselves. Champion. Is it Billy? I think Billy's the champ, isn't he? It is. I think it's Billy. Billy's the champ. I want to say Billy's the champ. We'll find out in a second anyway. But for the other competitors, we spin a wheel which is what we're going to do now. It's totally at random. Anyone from the BENXT roster could be selected to challenge for this championship. Let's spin it and find out who we got. Let's freaking go! He's in the main event and he's in the opening match. Hey, when the wheel calls you, you cannot deny it. You've got to answer the call of the wheel. EE Tim, who has only just lost this championship. Remember a couple of weeks ago, EE Tim, that being the BENXT men's champion, was a double champ. They called him Front Page Timmy Two Belts. I called him that. Could he become Front Page Timmy Two? Well, he could become Back Page Timmy Two Belts if he wins tonight. 2 pink monstrosities? I'm spoiling you, I know. Hannah Montana, fresh off the Elimination Chamber. 2 more slots remain. Pao Musek, big win at Elimination Chamber. Where are you, Pao? There we are. And the final slot goes to... That's not allowed. You can't be in there twice. It's Scandal Penguin. Okay, so that is your field for the Aldi Red Thunder Championship. There it is, yeah. There we go. Cool. Right, save that. And this will be the final match of the night. Predictions will be live in a moment. It takes a little while to plumb all these different outcomes in. Take a photo of the running order for the music, and I think we should just get this thing underway immediately. And we're going to do it right now. Audi Red Thunder Championship on the line. Battle Royal style. You got to throw them over the top rope to eliminate them. Last person standing is the champion. Billy Ray Walrus walking into this thing as champion. Due to the nature of this match and how chaotic it is very difficult for champions to retain multiple weeks in a row. Oftentimes you win and then you lose it the next week. Let's see if Billy can go the distance right bloody now.
Is scheduled for one fall and is for the All-Star Ring Total Championship.
And here comes Hannah.
Introducing the challenger from New York.
Woo, woo. Woo, woo.
This is a big time opportunity, Byron, as the title will be on the line here. You're right, Michael. And judging from
Hannah unsuccessful in the Elimination Chamber, but a point to prove tonight. Just 3 days removed, could walk out of BENXT as a champion, as is the nature of this match. Now, try not to get too excited by this incredible music for Let's Go. It is a bit sexy.
All right. I love this guy.
And introducing the challenger from Southern Yemen, weighing in at 100 pounds. Lex.
I love this guy.
Remember, guys, the title is on the line here in this one. And I don't remember the last time the champ was in this much jeopardy, Cole. Tonight might just be the night the title changes hands.
Poor Let's Go. He wasn't served the best lot in life genetically, but he's doing his fucking best, and he could become a champion tonight.
It's about as big as it gets.
And now, here comes the BENXT men's champion, who was shirking his responsibilities at Elimination Chamber defending his title. But it's the cleaner himself, EE Tim. It's giving end credits. It's a sexy version of the Metroid theme, and I regret nothing. Hang on a second. Rich and Roll, thank you so much for the resub. 6 months, how time flies. Anyway, much love to all, and I'll see you on the VOD. And I'll see you on the VOD, Rich. Hello, future Rich. Thank you so much. Why does he look like he was created by a group of people passing a controller around? Well, it's funny you mention that. The origins of Les Freaking Go are mysterious and upsetting. So, I'll leave it at that. And now it's time for the champion who captured the Aldi Red Thunder Championship a whopping 7 days ago. God, he gets harder to look at every week. Okay, there's Billy. Big task ahead of him tonight in this battle royal. But with a fire lit under him and a big victory under his belt. It's one half of Los Pokehamanos. Pau Mu Sek, who looks to capture gold tonight. And that means there's only one person left to appear in this battle royal. I think he's been called forth by the wheel a couple of times. Unsuccessful so far, but all it takes is one good performance. Be in the right place at the right time, and you capture yourself some gold. You live on forever in infamy. It's the Penguin. Scandal Penguin. Representing the Birds of Prey, actually, in a tag team with former... Which one is it? Former BENXT Aldi Red Thunder champion, no less, Steven Seagull. What a bit of prestige that would add to his team for both members to have won the Aldi Red Thunder championship. But God, it's a hard match. It's a bloody hard match to win, I'll tell you that much. And now, this is what they're fighting for, the Aldi Red Thunder championship. The namesake, of course, of Red Thunder Man, who sadly was run over by Piss Jericho just a few days ago and lost his championship. Tim and Hannah Montana go one-on-one. Got Scandal's Penguin and Billy Ray. Les Go takes it to Pau Mu Sek. And back suplex there from Les Freaking Go. Oh, moonsault as well. Pau Mu Sek moves out of the way, though. That's a dangerous move to be doing in a battle royal. Snap suplex from Tim to Hannah Montana, and Pau Mu Sek also delivering some really dangerous offense, and then deciding to just... I think he got confused about which pink blob he was fighting. Just lashes out of Billy as he goes past. And Les Go, I'm not really sure who Les Go's going after. Tim. And you have to imagine, I would have thought that Tim could have a big target on his back in this match, because as the men's champion of BENXT, a lot of the competitors in this match, in fact, 5 of them, are boys. And they would all love a shot, or rather 4, not including Tim, would all love a shot at Tim's title further down the line. So maybe they're thinking, hey, eliminate the champ, embarrass him, maybe I get a shot. That's not how it's going to work. But they might be thinking that, you know? Just trying to pad and fill the dead air. But there can be no dead air if I don't stop talking. Hannah Montana. Ooh. Tim nearly eliminated. Oh, who just went? Oh, Billy Ray's gone. Billy Ray Walrus has been eliminated. We are guaranteed a new Aldi Red Thunder champion tonight. The Billyhood dream is dead. Billy the first to be eliminated in the defense of his title. That is devastating for poor Billy. As Scandal Penguin going for the elimination on Hannah Montana. We're down to 5 now. Tim, elbow to the midsection of Les Freaking Go. Les Freaking Go will be in action soon in one of these tournaments. In fact, in the Wide Championship tournament in a couple of weeks' time. Could qualify. Or is it actually tonight? Actually, I think Les Freaking Go is in there tonight. I forgot. It doesn't matter. He's going to be in the tournament at some point. Regardless. Let's Go taking a breather. Tim taking a breather. Hannah Montana and Scandal Penguin facing off. And a counter from Penguin. Big right hand from Pao Musek connects with the beak of Scandal Penguin, and the men's champion now turns his attention to Hannah Montana. Counter from Hannah. Springboard. Oh, disaster kick. I think Les Freaking Go just wandered in and got absolutely clocked there. A cutter from Tim to Scandal Penguin, and now a back suplex. My goodness me, sunset flip powerbomb from Les Freaking Go to Pao Musek, and now Les Go turning his attention to the men's champion. What a feather in the cap of Les Go if he could eliminate. Oh my goodness, Pao Musek just sent flying over the top rope by Scandal Penguin. I believe that's 2 eliminations for Scandal Penguin. He's gotten rid of Billy Ray, the champion, and also Pao Musek. There are 4 people remaining as Scandal Penguin. Oh my goodness me. That dropkick looked like it near enough shattered Hannah Montana as he sends Hannah over the top rope, and Hannah can't hang on that time. That's 3 eliminations for Scandal Penguin, and the Penguin is absolutely on fire here. Boot to the midsection. Oh, twist of fate there to Tim. And is Scandal Penguin about to get a 4th elimination? He's eliminated the men's champion. Les Go is waiting, though. I thought Les Go was maybe going to pounce, but he didn't. Scandal Penguin has been absolutely on fire in this match, and now he's looking to get rid of Les Freaking Go. Les Go has got to be pretty embarrassed that he wasn't able to pounce on... Oh, he's got him. That is perhaps the most dominating performance I have ever seen in this entire Aldi Red Thunder Championship Battle Royal. I believe Scandal Penguin eliminated every single person in this match. Yeah, there goes Billy. Let's see if we get all of these. Oh no, this is a different one. Yeah, Scandal Penguin eliminated every single person in the match. There goes Hannah. And here goes... Oh no. Here goes Tim. And, oh God, I feel so bad for Les Go, because that was Les Freaking Go's opportunity, and he slipped on a bloody banana peel. Well, I think Scandal Penguin might have found his match here, and that means that the Birds of Prey, the tag team Birds of Prey, have both won the Aldi Red Thunder Championship now. We have a new champion to close out tonight's stream. Thank you so much for joining me. Remember, next week on BENXT, we will be continuing this show. We will be beginning the 2 tournaments to crown the #1 contenders for the Butterfield title and the Wide Championship. I hope you've had a nice time. Sorry if you've lost a lot of channel points. Happy Thanksgiving to the Americans in attendance tonight for tomorrow. I hope you have a restful and unstressful day. I know it can be challenging for a multitude of reasons, not necessarily relating to family. But look after yourselves, everybody. I hope you have the best time possible. I will be live at 11 a.m. and the goal tomorrow is finishing Batman Arkham Knight. So if you can swing by, I'd appreciate it, because we could well be concluding another superhero adventure tomorrow morning. Have a safe night, everyone. I'm going to be raiding Kieran, who I was visiting over in Northern Ireland over the weekend just gone. He is live reacting to... Robot Wars, I believe. So do go and send him some love. Drop him a follow. He's live every Sunday and a couple of times around that as well. Say hi to him, and I'll catch as many of you tomorrow morning as possible. See you later, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving. Bye.